Wingspan is a place full of birds. Your goal is to build a wonderful preserve that will lead you to victory. Learn new facts about birds. Blue jays can carry up to 5 acorns. Discover new species. Help them lay eggs. Gain food. Or even hunt. Become a bird enthusiast. Wingspan, a relaxing strategy game.
Lavender Legal Center is a nonprofit providing legal representation and related advocacy by and for LGBTQ Iowans. Lavender provides direct representation, advocacy, and referrals, with a priority for serving those with low income and LGBTQ youth. Lavender operates with 4 main core values. The first is equity, recognizing that legal aid and related advocacy are basic human rights. Second is inclusivity, providing equal access to services for those who are marginalized. Third is dignity. LGBTQ people are worthy of advocacy no matter their specific need for assistance. And fourth is compassion. LGBTQ people in need of legal services come to the matter with great vulnerability. To best serve those individuals and families, Lavender Legal Center must have concern and understanding for their sufferings. Your support of Lavender Legal Center helps further the mission to provide legal services, advocacy, and resources for the LGBTQ community. Together, we can build a more equitable, inclusive, dignified, and compassionate future.
I thought I unmuted, and Kathy did not unmute me fully. All right. We've been muted. We are Now unmuted. So, can you hear us now, Ed? Well, in about 25 seconds, will you be able to hear us?
It's going to be more than that for me because the hype train just started on my stream.
Holy shnikes. All right, what have I got going on? I got Twitch open. What is it showing here?
Yeah, I had the similar. I was kind of looking at it.
Oh, yeah, it's real bad.
What's that noise?
Real bad. What is going on our internet here? Yeah, this is terrible. Huh. We may need some kids to maybe be using less internet right now. Sorry.
Just like in the world.
No.
Yeah.
Just some kid.
Yeah.
Choose some children into sacrifice.
Yeah. Because it's. Oh, you are super live on audio.
Oh yeah, I muted. I unmuted.
You did.
I thought I was muted.
Yeah,
I was.
Dusty,
I pushed
not
the
muted.
button.
Dusty's
pushed
not
the button
muted.
to mute myself, and then I played the Empire music for our children. And there we go.
I'm gonna look at Twitch one more time, see if see if anything has improved.
Things are moving now, which they've not done previously. So
it looks good to me. Like everybody's.
So I don't have to play the Empire theme song for the other child.
Well, on the Twitch stream, you're still sitting at your desk, so.
it's buffering again.
And it's buffering again. Yep.
And I still haven't heard a single sound from Twitch.
And I'm not doing anything else. Like my computer's not doing anything except sending the signal out. So somebody's got to do something here. Okay. Well, we're going to play anyway, and if the Twitch is rubbish, we just won't upload it to YouTube, and that'll be it. But I still want to play this game, so let's just play this game. So, where we left off, our party... I mean, especially if this is rubbish, I'm not going to spend a whole bunch of time on recap here. I mean, if this is... And I'm not going to want to do it like 5 minutes later when it untangles itself. So I'm just going to say we're picking up where we left off, where 3 of the party members who had made it to the treasure room of the Kuatoa Shrine and spent a good half hour looting the treasure out of there. Then the other half of their party rescued their friend Cora, who was comatose in a prison cell. So 3 of them now have a bunch of loot that they've taken in a bag of holding, but they tripped an alarm, and the prince of the Kuatoan people is there with 2 of his lackeys, and the rest of the party the 3 of them that were in the treasure room are now invisible. He knows they're there but cannot see them. The other 2 have gotten their friend safely to the quote-unquote rendezvous point. All right, that's all I'm gonna do for a recap, because I just want to get playing, and also I'm pretty sure nobody who's watching this can hear it. So
my Twitch just caught up to the moment that you unmuted. Just now.
Okay.
So I'm like 15 minutes behind.
That's not great.
Well, since nobody will hear this until later, where do I go to resubscribe?
I know it's difficult because we have the donate button up. I think with resubscribe you have to gosh, I don't even know. Can somebody figure that out and tell Tony? I don't know if
I'm not on the normal page, so I can't see it.
Not allowed to subscribe to my own page, so I don't know what to tell you.
I'm looking.
Okay, thank you.
I don't know either. I can't see. It's not where it normally is for me.
Because we have the donate button up.
I just automatically resubscribe.
I thought I was subscribed, actually. I guess I'm not. When you open up the little donate button, and this is for anyone else in the chat 15 minutes from now, you can toggle between donate to charity and then support roleplay give.
Oh, yeah.
So if you click support roleplay give, you have, man, son of a gun. I thought I was on recurring subscription.
Well, no worries, but appreciate the support. Um, for our group, go team. I don't know, as though we are completely rolled into initiative. You guys are, but my guys are not. So let's roll them in. And ooh, it can't find Valgul's art. What happened here? That, what's going on here? Select file.
Tony, we're getting a whole lot of background noise from you.
Oh, okay. Let me do something about.
Okay, I was subscribed.
Oh, okay.
You're just
I
a little
know.
ambiguous.
The button does look like, hey, continue subscription or whatever, right? And it's like, oh no, I have a subscription. I was looking at that too. It was. I guess you can add another month or something.
Oh,
I guess, yeah, that was weird.
that's so nice. Vagul. Select. Update token. Okay, well, apparently it's not going to show up on our cool thing here on the carousel, but as combat begins, you guys are invisible. They can't see you. You are kind of aware of this because they're sort of looking blankly in the room. But we're going to begin with Newman. You are up. Or wait, were we in the proper order? Because oh well, I'm just doing this unless anybody thinks that was the wrong move. Tony, you are muted, probably for noise reduction reasons, but it is your go.
Got it. So we're all still invisible, and baddie dudes are over there by the door.
To your knowledge, this is the only way in or out. Is then they're blocking it.
I am paused, so I can't move.
My bad. You're good to go now.
My token. Okay.
We drew a wall. Did the portcullis come down? Is that what the red line is? Is there some sort of portcullis there?
I have got to tell you that I don't remember. It's been a month. I
figured it would be in your notes, and I know it's not in mine. So.
I think it is.
I feel like we.
Look, go ahead.
I feel like did we make a door out of earth or something?
Yes.
Yeah, I think we stone shaped it. Yep.
Yep. And why is Robes on the other side of it?
Because we made a door.
Oh.
And then they started coming down.
Right. Okay. That the wall came down, the earthen wall came down. You guys stone shaped the door. He walked through invisible, and they were there. That's right. Got it. Okay. So, Noob, you are on the other side of the stone wall, and Dusty, for your reference, all ceilings are 15 feet high.
For my reference?
You asked
I don't
for the
care.
ceiling height.
You had asked
Vela.
For ceiling.
Vela cares. I don't.
Oh, okay. Well, for everybody else,
nice to know how invested you are.
Everybody else who's gonna play Vela tonight, it's 15 feet. Okay. Newbin, what do you want to do?
My intention is to stay as hidden as possible unless things get crunchy.
Okay.
So I'm gonna just kind of move over here against the wall so that they can't bump into me.
You got it.
It is not letting me do anything though. Apparently, invisibility. Oh, there we go.
All right.
Except I meant to move against the wall.
It won't. It's not going to let you because of the wall.
Okay.
We just know.
So just know that I am against the wall.
That's your intent. Gotcha.
And I'm sucking it in.
Okay.
So that they can get past me.
You're feeling real thin. You're
yeah. And I'm also going to hold the attack action, and I will not attack unless they come at us.
Okay.
At me specifically.
Gotcha. All right. That's your go. Ooh, I don't want to end I just want to move. So which one is this? Okay, it's this guy. He is going to cast I think he's going to bring his spiritual weapon into play. So, I don't have a fun token for that. I'm just going to bring something in here and call it a spiritual weapon. And it's going to be a badger. There we go. He casts that, but he doesn't have anything to attack with it, but it appears right in front of the prince, and he's going to step forward and is just casting around looking. I actually will have him make a perception check. And the only reason I'm going to do that is just to have it on record. He can't see invisible people, so but that's just what he's doing. So perception, looking around, normal. Okay. Oh, holy crap! Well done. Okay, so that's his go. Robespierre, you're up.
All right. I'm going to step forward and remind me of the rules of concentration. I'm concentrating on invisibility. If I cast a regular spell that is a non-concentration spell, it breaks the effect on myself, but not my concentration.
That is what we decided the last time we had this conversation. Yes.
Got it. I'm going to step forward, and I'm going to cast Thunderstep.
Okay, so you are no longer invisible. How come I can't turn invisible off on you? Oh, there it is. Got it. You had 2 invisibles on you at one point.
I did. I was ultra invisible.
I don't know what that means. All right, you Thunderstep. Where? Boom! Like that.
So, I step up, and I say, "Come and get me!" And poof out in front of them for a second, but then with that explosive, concussive force, and I'm going to shoot behind them.
Behind them is actually over here, Winston.
Yep.
Okay.
That's good. And they need to do a saving throw, DC 20 Constitution.
Jeez Louise. All right, here we go. Val Ghul, who you were standing right in front of, does fail it. This cat here is going to... He's better off with his saving throw, so maybe he's got a chance. No. Total whiff. And this guy... Con save. Man! Well, they are.
Failed.
They're Kuatoa. It's not like they're hardy bunch, you know.
All right, they'll take 35 thunder damage each.
Nah. All right. So, applying that damage to all these cats.
Now, that makes an incredibly loud noise as well.
Yes.
It's thunder heard for 300 feet. But I figured the jig is up anyways. You've been like rooting around in their treasure.
Yeah, the jig is up. So
yep.
You can hear from where you're at now. There are the sounds of mobilizing military around you from where you're at. You were in a hidden room that was somewhat muffled and away from the rest of all of these Kuatoa who live here. But now you can hear intruders. So that kind of thing happening. Although I don't think I don't think Robespierre can understand their language. So
you can hear loud noises.
You get the tone. You get the general vibe.
The tone.
Okay.
So that was 5 feet of movement, and then I bamfed however far down. So I think the range is, gosh, what is it? I want to say it's like 90 feet.
When you had to go up, right? Because we came down a ladder to get in.
Yep.
Because we're sub.
But I have to go up yet, right? Like I would have to go up if I keep running. So I'm getting it. Don't I have to like go to this and climb up?
Well, that's.
I thought he's standing at the ladder, isn't he? The big bad dude.
Yes, he is.
Okay. Well, then that doesn't work.
Yeah. No.
I was thinking that. How far away were they from me, like movement wise? I thought they were right in front of me.
They were right in front of you.
They are.
Okay.
There's just a ladder right behind them. That is what we have to climb up to get out.
So so you're bamfing up like 15 feet, and then I had you moving like, I don't know why I had you, but you'd be 15 feet straight up is right here. Well,
got it.
Right
okay.
here actually.
So I want them to see me go up the ladder, I guess is what I'm getting at. And then just run as far down the hallway as I can, making lots of noise.
Okay, so there's this door that you guys went through, so you can actually go through this doorway over here.
Okay.
All
I
right.
see. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah, that's right. Because, well, hold on. Just a little bit. We came in originally from here, right? Like this area?
Oh, you guys
From
came
this
up
well?
the waterway. That's right. You did,
Right,
because you
we're the
guys,
Yeah.
backdoor crew.
yeah, you guys came in the up the sewer. So yeah, you haven't been through that door, no.
Okay, so I
our,
want to
our
go
team name is
this.
Cloaca.
Ah. In and out the same hole. Got it. Actually, that's not quite right either, but whatever. Moving on. I'm gonna run. Yeah, I'm gonna move just like another, like let's just say 10 feet down the hallway or whatever, as far as I can go. Basically, action, thunder step, trying to make a lot of noise, draw their attention, and then just book it.
Are you heading back to go to the sewers?
Yeah.
Okay. So that way you got plenty of movement to get back to the water.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go all the way in. I'm just trying to get there.
Right.
Actually, that might not work. That doesn't make as much sense as I was thinking, because then they'll chase me to the sewer.
Mhm.
So I'm actually gonna go through the door.
Okay. Okay. Well, when you get through the door, you see that there is a passageway leading to the northeast that uh, actually goes from being finished stone into the caverns that you're used to, traversing through the Underdark. You would be moving away from your rendezvous point, but heading back onto the kind of Aralai Kinlu map kind of thing.
Ooh, interesting. So if I ran out this way, you're saying I would be exiting this compound basically?
You would be, yes, you'd be leaving out
I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
So I guess 5, 10, 15, 20. I'll just go another 10 feet up. So
You
I'll
got
gotta
it.
go to there. All right, that's it. My end.
Okay. That's Rob's go. Vela.
I am going to hold my action. I want to see how they react to robes. So I'm going to move myself uh, over by where I think Nubin is. And then I'm going. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to hover over the top of this chest. And if I recall correctly, this was the chest that we left alone because the trap that it triggered was a big trench of, like, it fell down into nothingness.
Right.
So so I'm going to hover over it, and if they do not turn around to follow robes, I'm going to open the chest
Which
so that the floor falls out.
okay.
Right? Because that was
Yeah.
the trap on 4.
Yeah, the trap that is
Okay.
a fall down trap door. Yep.
Okay. So I'm floating above it, holding
You got
and
it.
waiting to see if they take the bait.
Okay. It is now Vagul's turn. He is going to turn towards this guy here and tell him to go up and follow the one that got away. He's going to take one step forward. He's going to push his sort of this like scepter sort of thing he has, and he will cast Insect Plague in the room.
As I see him casting, I'll lift the thing
Okay.
because he didn't take the bait.
The trapdoor opens, but it just opens.
So just a big hole in the floor, right? Like the chest falls down.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you're flying, so it just falls away below you, and
Right.
yeah.
That's what I wanted to make sure
So
happened.
now there's a hole in the floor here.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically what has occurred. So insect plague, and I do not have it. A spell book. There it is. Thank you. Okay. Insect plague. Cast that guy. Cast spell. Okay. So, swarming, biting locusts fill a 20-foot radius sphere centered on a point you choose within the range. The sphere spreads around corners. The sphere remains for the duration, and its area is lightly obscured. The sphere's area is difficult terrain. When the area appears, creature takes 4d10 piercing damage on a failed save or half as much on a successful one. A creature must also make the saving throw when it enters for the first time or ends its turn there. Okay, so you made your con save, so you get half damage. You also need to make a save, noob. You are mooted. Tony, you are mooted.
They can see us, the locusts.
Doesn't matter. They're just in there. They're crawling. It's a swarm of locusts. If they land on a body, they're gonna bite it.
It's probably like an outline of you now with
Yeah.
bugs all over you.
Yep.
Like the beekeeper that's
Yep.
just like all
Ugh.
bees.
Okay, you succeeded, so you both take 14 points of damage.
It reset my hit points.
Oh,
I was real low too.
Oh shit! You're probably right on mine end. Mine is also reset.
that's
Okay, I'm gonna put it down. I'm gonna put it down to where I think it was.
okay.
And then I'll go from there.
I have literally no idea.
I know I was in the yellow, which I think
That's around halfway.
I'm trying. Yeah,
You start getting
I'm
orange
like
at
I
a
saw
quarter.
I saw how high it was right before we started the game, so I'm just trying to match the bar.
Okay.
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 All right, and that is what Valgul does. And he'll actually start turning his attention towards the ladder again, but he doesn't move away because he's sort of looking over his shoulder as he holds the scepter out, casting the spell. That's his go. This archpriest will send, now that he can see the outline of you guys and the insects, he's going to send his spiritual badger in. And this, I'll do it at disadvantage still. And have
Spiritual badger says what?
the spiritual honey badger is gonna. I don't know why I clicked on the honey badger, the badgers, if it does the damage. Because I don't think I cast spiritual weapon technically from this guy yet. So let me cast that. Okay, and then he's gonna attack at disadvantage on Nubin. Ooh, that's a 25 with disadvantage.
Jesus,
Wow.
that's a hell of a badger.
I rolled a 20. I rolled a 20 and a 19.
All right.
Wow.
Well,
Well, at least you avoided the crit.
Yeah. Damage 11 points of force damage to Nubin. And that's all he's gonna do because, well, I guess he could move over here.
that attack does trigger my held action.
Yes. What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna attack though?
Yeah.
The badger.
It's a spiritual weapon.
It's a spiritual weapon. I mean, it's just a magical bit of force. I just used a badger
like a
because it was a
floating,
token
translucent looking badger.
It's like
bullshit.
It's like Vela's key when she pulls the key out.
So I can't move. Since I can't reach him, I can't hit him, right?
Right. You would have to move. You'd have to go through the door. You would not provoke an opportunity attack from the spiritual weapon. And if you remain in the insects, you will take damage again at the end of your next turn if you're still in it at the end of your next turn. Actually, I think you technically take it at the end of this turn.
This is not my turn.
Oh,
this
it's
is
not
a
your
reaction.
turn. That's right. It's reaction. That's right. You're right. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think you have anything to attack. Although, as a Kensei monk, I don't know that you don't have some kind of... Don't you have some kind of weird ability to shoot shit as a reaction or something? You can look if you want and let me know, and we'll move on. But you might have that ability.
It's not shooting, but I mean, I could do the whatchamacallit. What's the spell called?
Well,
the Hellish Rebuke?
You can
I could do Hellish Rebuke.
I think that's fair to do against the Archpriest. I think you could Hellish Rebuke the Archpriest. You can see him. You know he did it. So
All right. Well, I'll do that.
okay.
It's on.
What is that? What's my save on that? Do I get a save?
Yeah, it's pretty low.
It's
DC
dexterity.
15.
Okay.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
weird.
I failed.
Oh,
Hellish Rebuke worked.
And it's not on a fire giant, so that's good.
Oh,
right.
and it's pretty good damage for a reaction too. Nice work. All right. All right, that
So my fiery whip comes up and smacks him right in the chin.
nice.
Gives him a little cut right on his chin.
You do, I think, lose your invisibility because of that, though. Not that it is
That's
helping
fine.
you that much at this point. So,
Yeah, at this point it doesn't matter.
all right. And that will bring us back to Newman. It is your go.
All right. So for my go, I am going to. So I can't really get to this spot, can I?
You totally could.
Even though
your
bad guy's there.
Your token's not gonna, like, the way the map's drawn with half squares and shit. It's not gonna want you to be there, but you could be there.
Okay, so I'm gonna go over there then, and I'm right up on that dude. Well, I can't get through there.
Yeah,
there we go.
It's not there. That's the best I can do.
So just know I'm standing next to bad guy while I
Yeah, it just doesn't like, because I did it on a half square. It gets weird. I'm just gonna say it's okay. So
I'm just gonna whisper in his ear. How'd that feel? That's probably not gonna hit him though, is it?
That's a morning star. Are you going for this dude? Which one? The main dude or the guy behind him?
The main dude.
14 will miss. Just barely, though.
So then I'm gonna take the
that'll hit.
a punchy punch. Oh wow.
Wow, that's a lot of damage. Okay.
And then I'm going to spend a key point and wail on him a couple more times. Maybe one more time.
13 misses and a 12.
Maybe I just flail around wildly.
Okay. All right. Anything else for Newman?
No.
Handbags. All right. So that'll bring us to this one, who's going to kind of move up towards you and going to cast Hold Person on you. So I need a wisdom saving throw. You made it. And that's all he can really do. So, because that's his full on. I don't, like, he cast a spell. That's all he can do. Okay. So that'll be it for him. Robes, you're up.
Well, I don't see anyone coming after me or hear anyone coming after me. So I'm now concerned. So I'm going to pause. I'm going to go ahead and cast Crown of Stars. This is not a concentration spell. This is my, but it's using my, like, 8th level thingy or whatever the hell.
Your invocation.
Mystic Arcanum.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's going to cast that. So that is an action to cast, and it just draws 7 motes of light spinning around my head. And that'll be my action. And then I'm going to move down and kind of like poke my head down the ladder.
Okay.
And I don't see any of the dudes chasing after me, and I go, fuck. And I will use a bonus action to sling a Crown of Stars at one of them. Let me see, what's the range of this? The range is not listed. The fuck? Hold on.
120 feet. It says.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Sorry, it's so tiny I couldn't see it. So I'm gonna go ahead and just fling it at the big guy.
Do you need progressives?
I don't know. I guess so. I need to increase my resolution, maybe. So here comes the first star, and I'm
Okay.
gonna go ahead and actually. This one's sort of like turned towards me, right?
Correct. He's about to come up the ladder, actually.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and sling it at him then.
Okay.
15.
15 will hit. He's a priest.
Okay, here comes the damage. It's 30 radiant.
Woof. All right. He eats
And
that.
that's 1 star down.
He looks pretty crispy.
All right. I'll say there's more where that came from. But I see Nubin is like revealed. I'm like, fuck.
All right.
That's it.
All right. Vela, you're up.
What do I see below the pit? How deep does it go?
It goes 10 feet down into some really nasty looking slick spikes. Like there's something coating the tops of the spikes. Might not bother Nubin, but might bother you.
Right. Got it. Okay. Okay. I had one plan in mind. I was hoping that pit was longer than that. So now I'm resetting to. I'm gonna move forward. Oh, right. We've got the fancy thing now. I'm gonna try to sneak past the creepy dude to the ladder.
You could do that. He will get an opportunity to attack if you go up the ladder, but right now you haven't left his area of influence, so you can, dance around him for sure.
Okay, so I'm gonna move there, and then I'm going to dash up the ladder, and I'm still invisible.
Okay. That feels like a bit of a push.
I know, that's why I asked if I could go around him, because I was like, I feel like I should have to roll to get around him.
Yeah, well, I mean, to pass completely unnoticed, because he would have seen you running through all the insects, so he knows you're coming.
Oh, that way.
So.
Oh, right, insects.
So it really doesn't matter if you're invisible or not. That's why I went ahead and attacked.
But once you're out of the insects, you're invisible again. But he would have seen you coming right at him from all of the insects getting pushed out of the way. So.
I stay within his sphere. Yeah, so. Yeah, you can decide how you want to play that. Like, I'm running through the insects, trying to get around him, and going up the ladder.
Well, he's gonna know.
That's my goal.
He's gonna know that you're in his area. He's not gonna know exactly where. So if he attacks you, it'd still be at disadvantage because of the invisibility. Okay. So anything else? But if you leave his sphere, he'd still get an opportunity to be a disadvantage, but he'd get an opportunity to attack.
Yep, I'll take it.
Opportunity attack rules
You
say
have
a
to see
target you
them.
can see.
Yeah.
You're right. Okay.
I was just looking at it again, Ed, because I was like, I'm pretty sure you have to see them, and I just found where it was in the player's handbook.
Yeah, like you can see me coming.
Still feel like that's like if you just ran
it
at
says
you
a target you can see, not an outline you can see.
That's horseshit. Like seriously, now we're just like.
Well, Insect Plague also doesn't say that you can see an outline. Doesn't say anything about that.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yes, but it creates such a swarm as to you cannot move through it without actually being attacked multiple times.
But it also makes everything obscure, so you couldn't see anything in it,
yeah,
outline or otherwise.
Well, that actually is to my point. If it's obscured, you can't see through it. If somebody is moving through it, they're going to see the shit moving in it. So,
but not if they're obscured because you couldn't see the outline at all.
Yeah.
Paul, you're the DM. You can do whatever you
Yeah. I don't agree with any of that reasoning. I think that's looking at the words a little too hard.
And a lightning bolt kills Vela from the sky.
I am going to do what I'll do is disadvantage attack, and I will give him a -3. But I think he would know you went by him. I think he would.
He just wouldn't know where. Yeah.
Well, he would know he went by.
He wouldn't know exactly which direction. Yeah.
And if he misses, have him hit the other guy.
Nice. I'm not gonna go that far. All right, so he's gonna attack with a short sword. He's not gonna use a. He can't use a. He doesn't have Warcaster. So attack disadvantage. 11's not gonna hit. Okay. So he swings wildly. You fly up the stairs. So
Ladder. Yeah. And so I got to the ladder, and then I have 30 feet of movement to get up the ladder and move along. I don't remember where it pulls me on the map.
I gotcha.
Thanks. So it's 15 feet. So that's where I'm at. You measured already, ish.
How much movement? That's 15 feet. You'd actually be right here.
Okay.
And that's 15 feet of movement. Whatever else you have left is yours to do with what you wish.
Well, I had 15 feet up, right?
Yeah.
And then 15 feet across. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. So
right.
then I'm
so
done.
That's 30. Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah. I have 35, but I feel like I'm done. And then I'm going to.
It's up to you.
As I'm leaving the room, I'm gonna just in Nubin's head. He hears, "I'm out. Get up here," and then so he knows that we're gone.
Okay. Got it. That's it for Vela?
Yeah, I don't have anything left I can do.
Okay. Well.
Action. Oh, well, bonus action dash. Oh, I do have an action left. Is there anybody up here?
No. Well,
okay.
or I'm sorry,
Just robes.
Yeah.
Oh, as my action, I'll tap robes. I'm here.
I'm looking straight into your eyes when you do that.
Oh, right. I'm
That's
going to assume you can't see me, though, and I'm going to still tap you on the shoulder. I'm here.
Well, thank you for that, for letting me know that.
All right. Vagul will cast Cure Wounds on himself.
That wasn't his shoulder, Vela.
Nice.
He's not invisible.
At 4th level. And give himself 24 hit points back.
Oh man, bad guys do that too.
Okay. So that's what he'll do. And then this guy is gonna come up the stairs because he's stupid and he's doing he was doing what he's told. So he comes right up into Invisible Vela and Robespierre. So and he will, I guess, attack.
Oh, is that where we came up? I thought we came up at the well.
No.
So I'm not next to robes. Sorry. I'll stay there because I didn't realize I was wrong. I'm fine. It's not a big deal. I thought we came up at the well and you had moved me over by robes.
You came up the well to go from the sewer, then you found this brown square was the hidden.
Yep. I forgot.
Okay.
It's fine. Right. It's whatever.
Okay. So, this guy will use a spell because that's what he's got. That's good. And he will cast.
I'm like flat against the wall trying to avoid touching the fish skin.
Oh man, he's got nothing that's good for like being up close and personal. He would
probably inflict wounds.
No, I don't have that.
That's sad.
I mean,
I can cast it from at the bottom.
Yeah, I'm gonna have him stay down here and cast up at you because he wouldn't do that because he doesn't have anything good for melee. So he's not gonna know enough. He's gonna try hold person on Robespierre.
Now there's a feature about a Huan Ti that I don't know that I always forget about it. It's very rare, but I'm just noticing it. I have advantage against spells.
Oh, well there you go.
So it's like I don't even understand why that's an aspect of this race. I mean, this species or whatever. It's bizarre, but I do. So I'm gonna use that.
Gnomes have it too, don't they?
Maybe I think they do for some of them.
Yeah,
sure,
like about. Yeah, I don't know if it's for all of them, but it's for certain ones.
But I failed anyways.
Centaurs do as well.
How did I fail?
Whatever you did fail.
Oh, I did fail. Yeah, I thought I rolled a 20. I guess I didn't.
So
I failed.
Okay, you are held.
I'm held.
So an invisible force grips and like Robespierre goes into like a living rigor mortis.
Yeah, and that means You're visible now, Vela.
Okay.
Okay. I'm up the ladder though, so I'm not super worried. Hopefully.
All right. That will be that. Archpriest go. Newbin, you're up.
You're muted.
Tony.
I'm with you.
Okay.
Karen muted me again.
Okay.
Would I have seen him cast that spell? Kathy, right? Karen, Kathy, whatever.
I think it's possible you could have seen it. There's, I think there's somatic components to it. So.
Okay, so I didn't feel anything.
Definitely somatic.
He didn't attack me, so with a spell. So I'm going to attack him, thinking that he cast it at a friend.
14, I think, does hit. It does.
Okay.
15 points of damage. He's still up. But
all right.
He looks
and then
real bad.
I'm going to attempt to clobber.
Well, that'll hit. I don't think you can only miss with a nat 1, Tony.
Okay. Good to know.
I think. He's still up. But he looks like he's tottering. Like he's sort of on his back heels here.
Key point that shit.
Okay. Yeah. And I don't think you can do little enough damage. Yeah, he had 3 hit points. So, he falls over dead, and that means your hold person is removed.
Perfect timing.
So, Noob, is there anything else you want to do other than beat the shit out of that? We'll kill that guy.
Can I move from against the wall to here, or is that is there too much dude in the way?
You can.
You sound like you're like a gymnasium full of kids. It's
sorry.
It's not Tony. It's Winston.
I thought it was Tony. I thought it was Tony.
No,
I think it's my kids are out in the living room. I'll mute.
No, you're fine. It just made me laugh. It's like Tony hanging out in the YMCA.
Yeah.
All right. So, you can totally do that because you're not leaving either one of their strike. I mean, it would be smushy, and if you tried to move away, they would both get an attack of opportunity on you. But if you are sort of moving in between them, monkey monk style, there's no reason why you. Yeah.
Well, what if I wanted to go up the ladder? They both get attack of opportunity, right?
Yes.
Oh wait, hold on. Before I do that, I'm gonna punch the other lizard dude, also, right? Because I still have another one. I paid for a key point, so I do have one more attack.
Yeah, you can punch either one of them. 18 will hit. Which one are you attacking?
The lizard-looking guy, frog guy.
Okay, the archpriest. All right, for 10 points of damage. Got it.
Big eyeballs, and then I've got enough health. I'm gonna try to go up the ladder.
Okay. Neither one of them has Warcaster, so they are reliant on melee attacks on you, which is not their strong suit. This one will, with his scepter. He never even got a chance to move his spiritual weapon. He will attack, and he will crit miss. And
it's definitely gonna miss.
And then this one, Vagul. He has a short sword. But it's a magical short sword. Okay, so attack. And he'll miss. So.
He will.
Oh, and it's poison, so you wouldn't have cared anyway. So you can get up the ladder.
All right. I am away.
All right, you guys, you can hear coming from the southeast the sound of many, many feet hitting the floor running in your direction. Lots of feet. And, of course, there's still 2 right below you coming up. I do want to check in, though. I mean, is there anything that Mary and Elva want to do at the rendezvous point. I don't want to have this be super boring for you guys the entire time.
I'm just so glad we were able to go in. No violence, no fighting,
Absolutely
nothing. I
flawless
mean,
extraction.
absolutely. I couldn't ask for a better plan.
Went in, did what we were there to do, and left.
But you got no cool loot.
Roll.
We got all
No,
the loot.
no.
No, we did
um,
rescue your friend.
I would like both of you to
right.
roll for snark.
Nat 20.
Okay.
So you said Cora's unconscious,
Correct.
though, right?
I did. So you could revive
I don't-
Cora if you wished.
Yeah, I mean, I can cast a healing word. I don't have any restoration,
Uh,
but I could just try to give her a few hit points.
As an aside, I mean, given Cora, you might want to leave her unconscious for, you know, stealth reasons.
Well, with you said that her constitution is so depleted that
It is.
I think we want to do nothing until she can have a restoration.
Yeah, that's true. All right, then we'll just wait.
Okie doke. All right, so let's bring it back around. That was Nuben's go. He made it up. He's away. The Kuatoa Archpriest, who is still alive, is going to cast Upward. His spell book is going to be. He's going to take a simple action and cast Sacred Flame at Robespierre. Dexterity saving throw. Totally make it. And then he can do nothing else because that was a stupid move on his part. And then this guy, I think he's got a spell I want to put on him. Yeah. He is going to cast at Nuben Banishment.
Nuben dislikes the sound of that.
I need a charisma saving throw. Oh, made it. So for a second, you feel yourself sort of shifting and everything feels watery, like you're being moved to a watery plane of existence. You see, just ever so slightly, a moving version of that statue of the lobster-headed woman with lobster claws who turns to look at you as you just sort of force your will and don't actually get banished, and you maintain your presence here on the material plane.
Do I have enough time to wink at her while she's looking at me?
You're not sure. You wink. You don't know if she saw it.
Okay. I'll try it, yeah. Just to piss her off.
You got it. She didn't see it, though, because she left her progressives on the nightstand.
Dick.
Nice. Robes. You. Oh, wait. Did I go out of turn? I totally went out of order. I am sorry, everybody.
That's okay. That result didn't matter.
So, Robes, you go, and then I'll say if Valgul still can, that's when he'll have cast Banishment. If he did, we'll keep Nuben's roll. But otherwise, that didn't happen yet. So, okay.
Sure.
My bad.
Question with this Valgul guy. This is the prince that was giving our little Kuatoa buddy trouble, right?
Yeah, he's a schmuck.
Do I have a sense?
At least that's what you heard from the oarsman that took you across the Svartjet River, yeah.
Right. And I guess, maybe your call on this, Paul, but I'm trying to make a decision here. Would I have the sense that taking him out would do much good, or is it kind of like he's a figurehead for the whole corrupted religion situation that's happening?
I will say that it's easy for you to see that he's probably a major player in this area, but not major enough to be doing any of the stuff this is a distraction. He's not your guy. He's not he's into Blidloop, not Lolf. And although he had your friend, that's because it was pissing off the drow, not necessarily. You're getting the sense that he's a powerful Kuatoa, and
I guess
but he's
very
not a main
specifically, would
player.
it help? Would it help the oarsman if I killed him? Is what I'm trying to get at.
Oh,
Not necessarily solve our greater problem, but
I think you got a sitting by the dock of the bay vibe from the oarsman.
okay.
You know,
Okay.
I'll
Peace
be
and all good.
not peace and all good. Life sucked over there. I wish I could go back, but I've made peace with it. I'm just gonna sit here and whistle. Uh,
Okay.
but he,
Well,
if you did kill him, perhaps things would get better. You don't know. I don't think you could.
got it.
I don't think in this 6 seconds you could have that kind of
Yeah.
insight. So
I'm kind of imagining maybe I just had like pieced this together, and then this is the opportunity has arisen.
yeah,
But
I mean, there's no reason to not kill this guy that you know of. Everything, all
Yeah.
signs point to this guy's a giant jackass.
yeah.
That said,
But we hear people coming.
not a major player, and you have a lot of feet coming from the southeast.
Just question. There's a wall in front of us, right?
This is a door.
This is a wall with a door.
It does have a door. Okay,
Mhm.
sorry. There's no door icon, and I was like,
Really?
not sure that this is a problem. Oh,
Interesting. Doesn't show.
So
I'm gonna just. I think it's
the
a
door's
secret door.
not drawn. I had to put it in. Sorry, it was a secret door actually.
got it.
And I
Well,
opened
we've
it.
discovered it.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys
So,
actually
I'm
discovered
gonna-
it. That's right.
I will put my head down and just go ahead and fling a star at this guy.
Okay. Okay.
Just to do it, because I might as well use them.
Okay.
And do not consume the ability. Oh,
Uh-oh.
23. I'm
Definitely
assuming
hit.
hits. It'd be 25 radiant damage.
He is still up.
Oh,
These guys are
and
pretty
I'll go ahead and use an action to cast Toll the Dead on him.
Oh, okay.
Wait, he's a priest.
He is a priest.
But that's the best I can do.
Okay.
You know what? I'll action. I'll just blast. Why not?
Okay.
3 I'll just blast.
Got it.
Here's 1.
That'll hit.
Here's 2.
That'll hit.
Here's 3.
All 3 hit.
So 6, 7,
13.
4. Ugh, 17 damage.
17. He had 17 hit points.
Okay, I'll take it.
Nice.
Pop his little fish head.
And boom, and he goes down.
All right, and then I'll just take my movement and go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to the well.
Okay. Vela, you are up.
Is the door open? Or is it just like we're aware of it?
I opened it so you guys knew it was. I'm remembering now from a month ago. You guys discovered the trapdoor. You discovered the door. I opened the door so you saw where it was, but it's not
Right.
open.
But it's not open. It's just
But you
unlocked.
But you can. Yes, correct. You know where it is.
Got it.
And I just.
and the
wanted you to
door
see
is
it.
stone.
What?
The
Yes.
door is stone, not
Yes.
wood.
Stone.
Okay. I'm going to run over to the door. It won't let me get up right next to it because of the way it lines up with the grid.
It's okay.
But I'm going to cast Stone Shape to meld the lock closed.
Got it. Okay.
And
Done.
as soon as I click the button. And then I'm going to dash. Stone Shape, come on. Where are you? There you are. I found it. I found her. Boom. Okay. I've cast Stone Shape. I have so I used 20. I have 70 total. So 50. So I get to the well. Ugh, except I collided with a wall. Because I don't remember how to do the cornering thing.
It's fine. You can get there. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Because even if you can't on this turn, if you guys are going down that, now that you've stone shaped that secret door shut, you have mostly to worry about the trapdoor that Nubin's standing in front of, more not whether or not you
Right.
get to the well. So is that your go though?
Because I did action, moved, bonus action. Done.
Okay. Vagul will do a similar thing and is going to stone shape this thing shut. The uh, the trapdoor, sealing
Nice.
himself down there. And so Tony, the as you're looking at the trapdoor, it well, no, it's open. He can't just seal it shut. He's got to go up and close
Well,
it,
he
right?
can.
He can run up,
He
get
can.
an
He can
opportunity
shape.
attack. How much? What? Well,
He
stone
can
shape.
shape up to 5 feet.
Oh, okay.
So
So I could
he
just
could.
make it.
Yeah,
Okay.
basically.
All right. Well, that's what he'll do.
Like you could just morph the thing that's hanging there or whatever.
All right. So he's going to seal up the thing and keep himself safe down here until he can be rescued. So, Tony, you're standing next to a sealed trapdoor now. And I'm gonna. Well, I want to know what you guys do. You guys, what do you do, Tony? Are you gonna go to the well as well?
Yeah, I'm just gonna follow them.
Okay. For in the interests of moving things along, I'm not gonna do a whole through the sewers thing, although we could. But I'm actually going to do this one. I'm going to do the 1d12. You roll a 1 on a d12. There's an interaction in the sewers. Otherwise, you guys are able to move through the way you came through these water lines and get back to the rendezvous point.
I will cast invisibility on everybody with my last spell.
Okay.
Does that? I mean, doesn't change what you're saying, but
Yep.
just for context.
It'll change. Yeah, it'll change how things go. Okay. You
How does
guys.
that not work?
I rolled it.
Oh.
I rolled the d12.
Oh, I see.
So I'm gonna grab you guys, and I don't remember what map I put Vela or Elva and
Well, I think we're on the same. Like we're just at the bottom. I don't know if you ever put us.
on a different
Yeah.
map.
I don't know. On a
I
different
think I
map.
put you guys on there to. No, I think this afternoon I made a map for you guys to be on. Here it is. I didn't make it. I just activated it. I know some of you can't see, so hold on one second.
I can see.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
All right.
Oh, no, my beard is there.
Nice. All right. So you guys all rendezvous in this sort of niche that you had found, Heidi place on one of the tertiary hallways, on the amended on the way to Erlai Kinlu. You have a comatose Cora with you who has attached to her. You guys didn't take it off, right?
You can't unless
No.
she's dead.
Right. So, she
And
is.
we did not kill her, for clarification.
Important to note. Okay, so you guys are reconvened. She is breathing shallowly, and if you recall, Ang, it was like kind of cutting into his wrist, kind of stuff. This one is like down to the bone, just bleeding out her life. So the veins are all like blackened and popped all over her left forearm.
You all look worse for wear.
Are they still
Things
invisible?
didn't go well.
I mean, okay.
Oh yeah, technically.
I
I'm
didn't know if we
supposed to
could see them.
Let's say that this
Sorry.
visibility is gone now.
Okay. I didn't mean to make what you said stupid, Ed. I just was like, I didn't know if we should start interacting.
Listen,
or
Robin,
not.
I'll make what I say stupid on my own.
There we go. All right. So, you can all see each other. So,
Wow, Cora's rough.
Yeah, I don't have the kind of magic that could help her. I was hoping you might.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, do you remember when we took the thread from Gillen's girlfriend?
Mm-hmm.
Girlfriend.
I don't remember her name. I'm not sure that she deserves one because she's kind of a lousy human or person.
Well, she was, yeah,
she was a
okay.
drow.
And yeah, Foreshade. That was her name. We killed her. And then did we have to revivify or did I just get to save her from zero?
No, she has to
No,
actually die for it to be
right.
removable.
Right. Okay, let me check to see if we can do that. Because I feel like it's really mean of us to just, like, it seems like this thing is torturing her. Right?
It
That
does
would be the-
appear that death may be a release in this instance, but it would probably be good for, well, everyone that knows her well, that if we were to bring her back after.
Right. I just want to make sure that I have everything I need.
How did we get them off otherwise? Because I feel like at one point Nubin had one and we got it off of him.
Nubin had the cloud giant use
Mhm.
magic to remove it.
Sort of was. Okay.
And also off of Ang.
Yeah.
Ang.
Yeah.
It's important.
And the cloud giant offered to do it for you and Mary, but you declined.
Yeah. Okay.
It's actually a storm giant for just not for no
yeah.
other reason than being persnickety. It honestly doesn't matter at all. but yeah.
I'm actually
storm
thinking because it's an interesting problem that we'll have to discover a solution to when it's time to combine them. Because Mary has hers on and I have mine on, so
I was under the impression that once you go to do the combination that they sort of want to do that.
Okay. That's a good point.
But I don't know.
Well, to draw a straw to see who has to die.
Well, what? Come on. You know, it should probably be rope.
I'm just thinking
I give
this.
Mouth to mouth.
I'm just thinking this. I mean, come on. We all know I'm going to be the one who combines all the things together and wears the evil necklace.
If mouth to mouth would work, then you can't get it off because he's not dead. I hate to keep coming back to this, but they have to actually be dead, not unconscious.
Right. That's exactly true. We don't want to do this halfway and
that's how she casts
work.
Revivify.
Right. So, okay. Yeah, that is. It's exactly how I cast Revivify. Yep. I'm gonna
It's somatic.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm ready. I have she pulls out like a bag. So I had them saved for in case we needed to raise somebody who's been dead a while. So I only need 3 fits of this. So I start picking out diamonds out of my bag of 500 GP worth of diamonds. And I get 300 GP worth prepped. And then, okay, so my killing Cora?
Who can do it the fastest, the most painless?
Looking at her right now, I think anyone could. I think a child could.
I slap her in the face.
Roll the d4 and have it.
Lethally.
Yeah, you can't.
Oh.
What's your strength modifier?
I was gonna say you might not be. You might just torture her.
Well,
yeah,
I enjoyed that with Foreshade.
Have it, and then my strength modifier is 2.
Okay.
So I have 3.
Oh.
She had 3 hit points, so you did it. Although technically she's unconscious, so.
She was unconscious.
That's true.
But
she
not
was.
at 0.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
So
I
now
slap
she's
her
at
again,
0. Oh.
just for good measure.
Okay. If you slap her
I
like
slap her
if you
3
do,
times.
if you do the cartoon like snap out of it, she will die.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Perfect.
I feel like that's the least humane way to kill someone.
I
know. I really thought we were going to do this.
Really
I did think
disrespectfully.
when I said that I thought a child could do it, I meant a child with a weapon.
Hurry up! Get
That's
the.
how
It was
the elf-
effective. Go ahead. You know.
I rip the bracelet off of her and chuck it at the floor, and then I. Okay. And I lean over. I pinch her nose. do mouth to mouth. Wake up! And I cast Revivify.
Okay. And
So you were mouth kissing Azoth.
Yeah.
Or is this like a new rule that you're
As-
hoping the rest of us didn't notice that you haven't been doing before?
I think it's funny that Ed pointed out, but I really enjoyed Dusty's realization that had indeed happened.
If
Yeah.
this is how you cast this spell,
Yep. That's canon.
It is
then
now.
you also had your mouth all over Prime Water's
Four
Gulf.
shade.
Yep. I actually think Gellin then too multiple times.
Yes.
I think 3 times.
I've not had a lot of opportunity to engage in kissing as a
It
young
also feels
person.
like non-consensual in a
So-
really creepy way.
Well, Gellin wasn't dying. He was being knocked out repeatedly, right?
Oh.
Because we weren't spending all those diamonds every
Oh,
time.
'cause-
No.
Yeah.
He was
Right.
just being knocked out when he woke up.
Right.
Somebody was hitting him again.
Right.
Yeah,
okay.
and then yeah. So Cora has 1 point because I managed to roll a 1 on the healing that accompanies.
Curiosity.
I think isn't Revivify just one anyway?
Oh yeah,
Does it have
I
a
don't know
title?
why.
It is just
Yeah,
one.
I don't know why it says healing on there. Like
Because it heals for one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know why I have the button though. That's weird.
Sorry, Winston. How did you kill Gellin? I forgot how he died.
Chop his head off.
Okay, that's right. Okay.
Just out of curiosity, does Winston look more upset or excited about what just happened?
Winston?
Cora's my cousin, man.
Oh yeah.
Winston?
Sorry, not
Winston.
Winston. You know what I meant.
Robes.
Does Robes look excited?
All right. So Cora
Rose is
comes
looking at the
to,
bracelet that just got dropped on the ground.
and Cora manages a weak smile and my friends.
I don't have any mangoes,
Oh.
Cora. Sorry. I'm so happy you're here.
I have a mango. Oh, I had a mango. Oh, I have mango juice. And like in a pouch, it's just this squished up mango. Well, that's disappointing.
I'll give you a berry.
Oh,
So I'll cast good berry.
Thanks,
It's not
Mary.
a mango, but and I'll share them with whoever else wants one.
that's the best. You get 1 point of healing.
I'll take
right?
one. I'll take a point of healing.
Yeah, it's just a point of healing.
Okay, she's up to 2.
But
So
But it also sustains you. You don't feel hungry
yeah,
or thirsty.
if anyone's
so.
hungry, they can have a
That's
berry.
That's the real value of good berry.
Let's see what happens if I get a 1 as well. Ah, a 1. They do have the button. It is ridiculous.
It is super dumb, yeah.
Literally, it will always roll a 1.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to do a mass cure wounds
Okay.
on us.
Do you want to place the measured template? Oh my gosh.
Sure do.
Holy grapes. All right.
And we all get 19 hit points back if anybody needs them.
Oh,
And-
I'm fine.
You could have 20 if you eat a good berry. So
I already took my good berry.
okay.
I'm eating the good berries. It rounds me up to an even 100.
I think Mary and I don't think either of us need any healing.
Oh, I did.
Mary did.
I was that
Oh, you did?
101. Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know what happened, but I had gotten injured at some
because we
point.
sure didn't get in any fights on our way in there.
No, it was really quite.
Just thinking
calm.
of that Princess Bride cinched a bit, were you? A little. You? No. That's Elva like, no, of course not. I didn't take any damage.
Yeah, I don't remember when I got damaged, but
Well, you guys are in this. I am going to move us off this map. I just wanted to have, in case there was anything, so you guys could kind of see where you're at. You have some alcoves here. But on the amended map to Erelai Kinlu, you are right.
We can't see it.
Okay, let me activate.
Just making sure that you knew we
Oh.
weren't there. Because you have them all our navigation is just whatever map is activated. You have them all turned off.
I think this is where you guys have that bend that you were using as your rendezvous point. Is that right? Is that what you guys remember? I should have
That sounds
marked it.
about right.
I should have marked it. I will mark it now.
All right.
Because
Well, after
then
this,
we
it'll
each
become
went different
unimportant.
ways. Right. Like, we're not going
Yeah.
back.
Well, I think we have another place that yeah, this circle here, in case you guys ever need it, is where Vela cast a return. She can return you to that spot with a
Yep.
teleport.
That's why I don't cast any 6th level spells. Gotta keep that one
So,
in the bank.
but just so we know, this is where your little
That's
spot
not
is.
like concentration, is it?
The sanctuary
like-
spell?
Yeah.
No. Nope, because I hollowed the ground, so I just have to have a previous sanctuary space.
You're keeping a 6th level spell because it would allow the recall.
So that you
Right.
could jump you
Yeah.
guys back, yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay, so where you guys are right now is here. You have Cora with you, who is, although healed, is emaciated. She has had, she's needs like major, like I'm just gonna say restoration. I'm not gonna say an adjective because I don't want to imply lesser or greater or whatever. But she needs
Major restoration. I never even heard of that
right.
one.
She needs that. But you guys know your end goal is way up here yet.
Mm-hmm.
So there we go. Now I pinged
Right.
it. So what do you want to do? Cora's like, I wish I could go with you, but I don't think I'm up to it. I think I actually need to get back to the monastery.
I think you're right.
Though it might
Go
be
ahead.
good to have a full rest first while you're protected by us and start to
maybe
regain your strength.
Vela can send you with 3 animals from her gray bag of tricks, and you'll have some
Cat-
company on the way back.
Oh, that would be great.
That's so fun.
I love the gray bag.
I would send it with you, but I think I'll need it again after the day you're gone.
Okay, I understand.
But we could send my 3, and I'm sure Robes would be willing to give up a rat.
Yeah, I just dump a rat out of the hat at the head of Roman.
The
It
rat
skitters
falls
off.
It just fucks right off because you can't control them, right? They just
No, they just appear.
They're just rats.
Yeah.
They're not like the gray bag of trips says they obey your commands. These are just rats.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, maybe Scrappy should go with you. I don't want Scrappy to get hurt. And
I'll
we've
take
been through a lot.
I'll take good care of Scrappy.
Thanks.
Um,
Are we sleeping here tonight? Did we have any place in mind for where we wanted to?
Well, my thought after we rest is to go back toward the shrine you see there's a path on the map that cuts back from the northern edge of this one that takes us to a Sverfniblin camp, and we do have a name that should get us at least not an unfriendly reception there.
And Nubin says, I bless you.
I think I could probably go with you there.
I'll have you
and then-
unmuted for that.
and just rest there and then make my way back slowly from there. That might be a good idea.
I'll also remind everyone that we could go to my demi plane to sleep.
Oh, right. You have the demi plane.
Yeah.
Might be a good idea to do both. Do that
That's what
to
I was
sleep
thinking.
now, and then head up to that path.
Does Cora look exhausted?
Yes. 4 levels.
Like, okay. Well, maybe we should go back to that intersection tonight and do the demi-plane so that we don't have to walk
I
in the
think
morning.
we should perhaps give a little more time before we get close to the shrine where all of the alarms are going off.
All right. I just figured they're not going to be looking at anybody coming in.
I wouldn't want to bet on that.
Yeah,
All right.
I don't know how far out they would have tried to pursue. I
That's
don't
fair.
know.
Okay. That's fair.
You guys
I'm gonna
did
cast Great.
hit their main treasure. Like you took all their shit.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm gonna.
Yeah, we just
Yeah,
robbed them for
neither
no
do
reason.
we, because
Yeah.
you didn't really
Yeah,
tell us.
you guys
so-
By the
don't know.
way-
All we know is that I heard some alarms echoing down this passage.
Mhm.
It was an ambush. We were deceived. Got right into a trap.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Newbin's
Let all these
struggling
treasures
to
out.
hold up the bag, and he's like, "I didn't do anything."
Holding has like a piece of treasure sticking out the top.
It's so full that the bag of holding can't hold it all. It's not true. It's not true. We checked. It all fit.
It all fit. So as soon as we're ready, I will just go up to a wall and just cast Demiplane and create this big red wood door in the middle of the stone, and then
Okay.
just it opens up into our place.
Okay. Get the,
Can't dust a diamond, right?
Well, it can be done.
There are jeweler's tools you can acquire to do it. And I
Right, but
believe there
so
are
I
certain,
can't do it.
I think there are certain, like I think if you cast the shatter spell at it, it might.
I don't have a shatter spell.
I don't know. I'm making that up. Shatter, I don't think
I
it
In
could
the
does
past, you did ask me to try with brute strength, and I wasn't able to do it.
Maybe I could cast Decompose at it.
that. I think it needs to be a little more organic-y for that.
I think it's already fully organic.
Oh,
Right.
I think
Maybe-
it's fully decomposed.
oh, right.
It doesn't go any further. Diamonds don't break down.
Oh, yeah,
Well, they
that's true.
go into dust, right? Huh.
Yeah, but that's just little tiny
Not
diamonds.
naturally, I don't think.
Right.
Well, maybe if you rub a bunch of diamonds against other diamonds, they're of an equal hardness, right? Could you dust them that way?
Oh boy.
We should get a diamond tumbler.
Yeah. Just put a bunch of them. Yeah. And
It'll
just have-
probably take 6 or 7 years to get any dust out of it, but you'll get it.
It seems to me like this is a missing component of dope monk shit. Like monks can crush diamonds together or do something.
Well,
their
wizards
butt.
can
They have
cast
diamond
fabricate
soul.
and do it.
Wizards can do it. That's true. Okay, you guys, just to be clear, you are in the demi-plane. You can.
Yeah, I tried to cast Grata Restoration, but Cora would. I don't have any diamond dust, so it would have failed.
Okay, well,
Ooh.
you didn't cast it then because if you don't have the
Yeah,
component, you
I
didn't
knew
cast
better,
It. Okay,
yeah.
so don't worry about this.
Oh,
Well,
this
you guys can take the benefit of a long rest.
I
And
will
it-
say the door does stay open for 1 hour.
Right.
It's just like
So-
a door on the side of the wall.
Well, for funsies, then let's do that D12 roll just to see if you guys are
Alright,
able.
I'm
I
gonna
will
roll.
cast Pass Without Trace to just kind of put some shadows there and make it a
Okay.
little bit.
Nice.
All right, and
It worked.
that hour
For that
passes.
hour.
That hour passes peaceably, and the door then disappears, as I understand it, and you are all
Yep.
safe to take a long rest. Cora will lose a point of exhaustion, so she'll be down to 3, and you guys can all, was it 17?
16.
16.
We will go to 16.
Level up to 16 as we go to a bio break, and we'll be back in like 5-10 minutes. We'll be right back. Bye, everybody.
Wingspan is a place full of birds. Your goal is to build a wonderful preserve. that will lead you to victory. Learn new facts about birds. Blue jays can carry up to 5 acorns. Discover new species. Help them lay eggs. Gain food. Or even hunt. Become a bird enthusiast. Wingspan, a relaxing strategy game.
Lavender Legal Center is a nonprofit providing legal representation and related advocacy by and for LGBTQ Iowans. Lavender provides direct representation, advocacy, and referrals, with a priority for serving those with low income and LGBTQ youth. Lavender operates with 4 main core values. The first is equity, recognizing that legal aid and related advocacy are basic human rights. Second is inclusivity, providing equal access to services for those who are marginalized. Third is dignity. LGBTQ people are worthy of advocacy no matter their specific need for assistance. And fourth is compassion. LGBTQ people in need of legal services come to the matter with great vulnerability. To best serve those individuals and families, Lavender Legal Center must have concern and understanding for their sufferings. Your support of Lavender Legal Center helps further the mission to provide legal services, advocacy, and resources for the LGBTQ community. Together, we can build a more equitable, inclusive, dignified, and compassionate future.
Wingspan is a place full of birds. Your goal is to build a wonderful preserve that will lead you to victory. Learn new facts about birds. Blue jays can carry up to 5 acorns. Discover new species. Help them lay eggs. Gain food. Or even hunt. Become a bird enthusiast. Wingspan, a relaxing strategy game.
Lavender Legal Center is a nonprofit providing legal representation and related advocacy by and for LGBTQ Iowans. Lavender provides direct representation, advocacy, and referrals, with a priority for serving those with low income and LGBTQ youth. Lavender operates with 4 main core values. The first is equity, recognizing that legal aid and related advocacy are basic human rights. Second is inclusivity, providing equal access to services for those who are marginalized. Third is dignity. LGBTQ people are worthy of advocacy no matter their specific need for assistance. And fourth is compassion. LGBTQ people in need of legal services come to the matter with great vulnerability. To best serve those individuals and families, Lavender Legal Center must have concern and understanding for their sufferings. Your support of Lavender Legal Center helps further the mission to provide legal services, advocacy, and resources for the LGBTQ community. Together, we can build a more equitable, inclusive, dignified, and compassionate future.
Wingspan is a place full of birds. Your goal is to build a wonderful preserve that will lead you to victory. Learn new facts about birds. Blue jays can carry up to 5 acorns. Discover new species. Help them lay eggs. Gain food. Or even hunt. Become a bird enthusiast. Wingspan, a relaxing strategy game.
Lavender Legal Center is a nonprofit providing legal representation and related advocacy by and for LGBTQ Iowans. Lavender provides direct representation, advocacy, and referrals, with a priority for serving those with low income and LGBTQ youth. Lavender operates with 4 main core values. The first is equity, recognizing that legal aid and related advocacy are basic human rights. Second is inclusivity, providing equal access to services for those who are marginalized. Third is dignity. LGBTQ people are worthy of advocacy no matter their specific need for assistance. And fourth is compassion. LGBTQ people in need of legal services come to the matter with great vulnerability. To best serve those individuals and families, Lavender Legal Center must have concern and understanding for their sufferings. Your support of Lavender Legal Center helps further the mission to provide legal services, advocacy, and resources for the LGBTQ community. Together, we can build a more equitable, inclusive, dignified, and compassionate future.
Wingspan is a place full of birds. Your goal is to build a wonderful preserve that will lead you to victory. Learn new facts about birds. Blue jays can carry up to 5 acorns. Discover new species. Help them lay eggs. Gain food. Or even hunt. Become a bird enthusiast. Wingspan, a relaxing strategy game.
Lavender Legal Center is a nonprofit providing legal representation and related advocacy by and for LGBTQ Iowans. Lavender provides direct representation, advocacy, and referrals, with a priority for serving those with low income and LGBTQ youth. Lavender operates with 4 main core values. The first is equity, recognizing that legal aid and related advocacy are basic human rights. Second is inclusivity, providing equal access to services for those who are marginalized. Third is dignity. LGBTQ people are worthy of advocacy no matter their specific need for assistance. And fourth is compassion. LGBTQ people in need of legal services come to the matter with great vulnerability. To best serve those individuals and families, Lavender Legal Center must have concern and understanding for their sufferings. Your support of Lavender Legal Center helps further the mission to provide legal services, advocacy, and resources for the LGBTQ community. Together, we can build a more equitable, inclusive, dignified, and compassionate future.
Wingspan is a place full of birds. Your goal is to build a wonderful preserve that will lead you to victory. Learn new facts about birds. Blue jays can carry up to 5 acorns. Discover new species. Help them lay eggs.
All right, and we're back, and everybody's leveled up, and they got a long rest, and everything's great. Cora has lost 1 level of exhaustion. I am not going to say, though, that she gets all her hit points back. That just seems narratively horseshit. So, no.
Well, maybe she had a reduction to hit point.
Yeah,
to
She get them all back, but her con is still like 4,
4,
so
right.
It's not many.
So, right. So how does that work? Well, whatever. I'm going to say she's got like 20 hit points. Just for funsies for now.
She's okay-ish.
Well, she already had 21 when she got that other one. So I'm going to say she's got 35 hit points, and that's her max currently. That's what I'm just going to say for narrative reasons, not to get overly into the rules on that. And you all feel like you've learned so much from this adventure. What new skills do you have after having left the Shrine of the Kuatoa? What did Elva gain?
Well, maybe I just shouldn't take one since we didn't do anything really.
Nice. This was also all the stuff with the D1 and everything else. So,
Elva picked up the feat Shield Master, which allows bonus action to shove with the shield, as well as adding my shield's bonus to any dex save I have to make, and can essentially have evasion provided I have my shield equipped when hit by a spell that requires a dex save.
Nice.
I can now fully dodge a fireball.
Cool. And also cast haste.
Yep.
What did Vela gain?
Not a lot given to clerics at 13th level, so I got a spell slot, which allows me to cast 7th level spells.
That's pretty big, though.
Yeah.
Spell
so
levels
I
only
have
go up to
one.
9.
I was really hoping that I would have 2 spell slots for 6 at this point, so that I could keep Word of Recall and also cast Heal, which is a really major one, very helpful one. But
you could upcast. You could just cast one of them at 7th level.
Oh, that's true. Good point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's what I gotta do. Because I had the same thing happen. Absolutely no benefit except here's another spell slot.
Yeah. Could come in handy.
Yeah. No, it's not worthless. It's just.
It's not exciting.
Yeah.
I can at least, though, cast some fun stuff at 7th level, so that's cool. Including being able to shift planes, assuming we figure out how I make diamond dust.
And to get a tuning fork.
Yeah. Well, I can do etherealness without a tuning fork and no diamond dust, but plane shift requires the tuning fork.
Right. Okay. Oh, and Mary got a spell slot.
Right, but I can't actually cast 7th level spells, so I'm casting 6th level spells at 7th level because,
because of multi-class shenanigans.
Because of multi-classing, yes.
Yeah, fun. What happened for Nubin on this level shift?
Nubin is feeling more wise.
Good.
I am one step closer to being Yoda.
He got an ability score improvement, is what I'm guessing.
Yep.
He got an ASI.
Yes.
We'll be calling him Noda from now on.
Noda. Noda. That's awesome. And
that's right. Which also means more wise. No duh.
That's right. And what did we see for Robespierre?
Robespierre picked up Great Weapon Master.
Ooh.
So it's a feat that allows him a couple things. One, if you're not familiar with this one, I can take a -5 penalty to attack rolls to add a +10 to the damage on a hit. I have to declare it ahead of time, obviously.
Right. Yep.
So it's a bit of a gamble. And then I also, if I crit or I drop an enemy to 0, I can use a bonus action if I have it available to do another attack.
To cleave through.
Yeah. So,
awesome.
So basically, if I get lucky, I could attack 3 times.
Nice. All right. So.
And this is like way. This is way kind of like being like, "Yo, man, you could probably like totally like attack a certain way, and like if like you like we hit and just kind of push through, like that makes total sense actually. With
when he says push through, though, it's gonna sound like a personal trainer in a gym. Like
you
just gotta push through. Just push through. I know you're gonna hit the wall, but you're gonna just push through. All right.
Totally.
Totally.
Just out of curiosity, Paul, how would you know what that sounded like?
I will tell you exactly how I know what that would sound like, Tony, and I think you will be unsurprised by the answer. I supervised many RAs, some of whom were people who were gym folk. And
fair enough.
What'd you do this week? Oh, dude, I totally pushed my PR. Anyway, So
Nice.
You also have a son who is a varsity swimmer.
that's true. But to be
Is
fair,
he a gym folk though?
he does say I PB'd a lot.
To clarify, can I ask a question related to the threat of Lolth?
Yeah.
In this particular spell, at your touch, all curses affecting one creature or object end. If the object is a cursed magic item, its curse remains, but the spell breaks its owner's attunement to the object so it can be removed or discarded.
Sounds like that
If I had used
Sounds like that might
that
have done
could've-
something.
God. Well, y'all, you don't have to die.
15
we
minutes
do.
ago, that would have
Bela?
saved
Not for
Cora's
that.
life.
What is the name of this spell that you're talking about?
Remove curse. And it's a
Okay.
third
Ooh,
one.
that's a clever
That
name.
really does sound
Yeah.
interesting.
I wonder what that does.
You know, if they name these spells better, we might know what they do.
Well, removing a curse is different than breaking attunement. Like,
You know, that's fair.
that's
Yeah.
No.
a huge difference. Not something I would have thought it would do.
Yeah, I think it's fair.
I would have allowed it the whole time, but it wasn't in my mind when I wrote the way the things worked. And
Yeah.
in fact, with Cora and Aang, it was a little different. So I because their balance, like the way they live in balance and harmony with the elements, and always balance each other out in all things. The thread itself is feeding off of them, so it wasn't so much an attunement so much as you might have had to upcast that to break that on them. But the one where you took off Force Shade, you probably could have just taken it off of Force Shade, yeah.
It was more fun
Well.
than killer.
Yeah, that one we didn't care as much
Right.
about, I don't think, right?
And realistically, like, if I'd thought about it, no, it wouldn't have mattered. I mean, if I thought about it, I would have slapped Cora one more time after she woke up and then healed her for as much healing as I could give her.
Oh yeah. Well, it's okay. She's had a long rest and she's got as much healing as she can have. So.
And she didn't have to endure yet another slap. I mean, you know.
Oh no, it was
there's
fine. I
still
thought
that.
it was fun. Which sounds like something Adam would say as Cora. So.
So true.
Uh,
When we wake up in the demiplane, I'm gonna check in with the magic users and just check if there's anything that folks are preparing that we feel like more than one of us should have. Like, we don't have anything left to locate. We don't all need locate object or anything.
I will always have locate creature and locate object prepared because it
Okay.
sucks when you don't and you need it. So
Okay.
I'm just keeping those prepared.
I'm just gonna kind of call a party meeting of like, what do we think we're gonna do today? I need to pray, and sometimes it's nice to pray with a plan in mind.
I love that you bring in like a Myers-Briggs typology into the D&D. Like, I'm a person who, before I pray, would like to know what I'm praying for. So we're going to have a quick team huddle. It's going to be a standing meeting because I don't want it to go more than 15 minutes. So everybody stand. But
So true. So true.
I'm Vela, your ESTJ cleric, and I would really like. Anyway, so.
Also true.
Uh,
Then nobody has any ideas?
Well, I can't change my spells, so
Yeah, mine.
I am what I am.
Same.
I try to pick things that you don't because it doesn't do me any good to have things that you're doing and then I'm, not. So I pick things like Move Earth and Windwalk and Polymorph. So those are things that I have. Maelstrom.
ooh.
Those are things I've got.
They also
Okay.
sound like things not available to Vela anyway, so.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I try
yeah.
to pick druid spells
Right.
because when I pick the cleric, then it's like we're both doing the same things, and it's
Right.
kind of weird. I have healing word just so if she goes down, then
Yeah.
I
Thank
can
you.
help.
Everyone
I
should
just
have
wanna be-
healing word.
Yeah.
I just want to be clear that Robes, I'm not trying to change you. I would never try to change you. Just so you know, like you're good the way you are, and also,
Thank you
I'm
very
more
much for that, Villa.
I'm also you too, Elva. Definitely not trying to change you either.
Oh,
That's
it's fine.
convenient because I'm not planning to change.
Also, I guess my question is like, do we feel like we're going into like a hunt for good stuff day, like hit a bunch of things and kill them day, anything like where are we going?
Roll a d12 and see
I
what
think-
kind of day it is.
I think a low-profile sort of day, because we're going to take Cora, drop her off. I don't think we want to do a lot of fighting, so
Hopefully, there's no fighting with the surf nibbling. Though
Right.
in the
Right.
Underdark, I don't think there's any guarantees.
should always be a little prepared for Umber Hulks or something.
Right. Most of the time we end up fighting. We're not planning to.
Right.
True. True.
Most
Okay.
of the time.
I was just making sure we weren't like looking for anything today or
Hey,
Like,
thanks
oh,
to
I
Chris
see.
Jones for the sub.
hey. Okay. That's all I just wanted to just check that what I was planning to pray for made sense. Okay, thanks. I'm gonna go pray.
All right. So
Say hi to Dalt.
Oh, Ropes, do you want me to say hi to Dalt for you too?
Oh, what does Dot want to hear from me?
Well, I mean, you hung out with him,
That's true.
right? Like, I just thought maybe since I'm praying,
You go
and
way back.
Elva said that she wanted to say hi, so I thought, well, maybe you wanted to say hi since you've actually talked to Dalt before.
Oh yeah, I can't argue with that logic, so I guess it'd only be polite. I wanted to go ahead and say hello. Rob says hi, please don't smite me.
Oh, Dalt's not really a smiter. But I'll let him know. Don't undead you, which he wouldn't
There we
do
go.
because undead would be bad. So if
Or
you
don't-
become undead, I'll tell him that he should I'll tell him that gentle repose would be greatly appreciated.
Yes, it's good. No undeading, no deading. Just reposing sounds nice.
Just
How
a
about
life thing.
a living repose?
No
Just,
unaliving.
no unaliving. You just
No
just lay down on the
unaliving.
couch.
I would still like to dead some things personally.
Yes, we dead things.
Anything in particular?
Got
Or
it.
are you just feeling like. Are you upset about something, Ubin?
Just some bad guys. You know, I just feel like I just need to kill some people.
Noob, can you hand me your short sword, please?
Yeah, is it
But
talking
It's
to
not
you?
it's not the sword this time. Actually, I don't think I have that
Turn
sword
more.
anymore.
Actually.
You have
Then you
the
wouldn't be-
sword, but the curse was removed.
Then
So-
you had no problem handing me your short sword, then, right?
Yeah, you can have it. It's kind of a wiener sword. It's in the bag. So I hand him the sword out of the bag of holding.
I grab it, put it back.
Are there any diamonds in there, Noob?
There are, and Noob is going to hand you 800 GP worth of diamonds.
Oh, that's maybe keep 300 in there. No, I'll take 300. You keep 5.
All right?
Realistically, the most I'll probably need is 500 for today, and otherwise I'll just
Are
skip
the
to
rest
it.
of you gonna tell the other two all the shit that's in there now?
Yeah,
I don't know why I'm being
over
judgy.
the-
I'm the dungeon master. That's terrible. I shouldn't have done that.
we're over the. This happened at night. We were at camp and put away our stuff, and we'll let them know that we robbed the Kotoa.
Yeah,
Oh, that's why the alarm.
it wasn't a burglary. It was actually because assault was involved, so it was a robbery. You
True.
you broke and entered, and you committed
We
assault.
murdered a few of them.
Yeah, you
Uh,
murdered
And it-
them. Yep.
Can anybody remember what I have 12 vials of in the bag of holding, though?
Water breathing.
don't-
Water breathing.
Oh, all right.
I was gonna say we just drink it and see, but
Yep. No.
Yeah, I had a really hard time taking notes because we were split and I couldn't
Oh.
see anything you guys were doing. So at some point I just stopped taking notes on your section.
It's water breathing.
So sorry.
No worries.
Oh yes, apologize profusely. Wonderfulest note taker ever made
well.
in D&D.
I just usually, but I was like, I don't know which ones they're on. Like so yeah, my notes are bad.
It's amazing
Probably still
having
better than what we took.
anybody who plays the game who takes notes is so great. And then we're blessed at our home game table to have Robin and Dawson at that table.
I take notes at that one.
I know you
I
do.
take good notes at that one.
Yes, you
Why
do
am I
too.
not part of the blessing?
Yeah, she does a very nice
Okay.
job with the calendar
You're
too.
right. That's true. The
So
calendaring is awesome. You are part of the blessing.
be blessed.
Be blessed.
Blessed
Hashtag
Not-
blessed. Hashtag blessed.
Now I'm just feeling really left out because like I don't get to come to those games at all.
I mean,
And,
it's your
I
own
wasn't
choice.
blessed.
You don't like winter. That's your own choice.
It is fair.
It did snow the entire time we played.
Yeah.
Oh my God! I
it
thought
did.
about you yesterday while we were playing and how you would hate it. So
I
'cause-
thought of you this morning when I was shoveling. I'm like, yeah, Tony would be glad he's not here.
I didn't have to shovel anything today.
no.
That's what I thought you'd say.
That's right. So yeah, because we got a lot of snow. Anyway, not as much as we should have. That said,
It was a great walk.
you guys are in a demi-plane. You are planning to leave to go to the Sverve, not the Snurf Neblin, the Sverve Neblin camp.
Wait, what?
Because I spelled it wrong. Ed's pointed it out several times. It's Ferv Neblin.
Well, it doesn't get to be that because it's printed in letters on the map. So,
The map is wrong. The map was written by people who didn't know how to spell the
It
name.
was me
right.
who
But
didn't.
I like Snurf Niblin.
But we can say in canon it was written by people who didn't know how to spell it.
Yes, actually that's right
Yeah.
because this was written by your two contacts in the insurgency against the Drow sort of theocracy that's emerging. And so maybe they didn't know how to spell it. There you go.
Well,
Hurry,
doesn't
and
matter.
it's a type. They just wrote it too fast.
Yeah.
It can happen.
Well, if you write an N fast enough, it looks like a V. Or if you write a V too close together. I plan to use Snurf as a verb for the entire time that we're there.
Okay.
Similar to
just-
Snurf
I just wanna-
Village.
I just want to know what the Snurf is nibbling.
Probably some fungus.
Dirty.
So
Myconids. Oh, well.
no,
the
no,
Snurf
no.
Niblin and
No,
the
no.
Myconids.
just fungus.
Well, that just got dirty.
No. All right. Which way?
Is there anything that you guys found that would be helpful for anybody right now, or was that all distributed, or was it all just? So I don't remember what y'all had. So
Remember what
if
we
you're bringing
found.
it up, is it anything that would be useful, or is it just hanging out in the bag of holding?
I think it's in the bag of holding, right?
Yeah.
I think it was just stuff to sell. I
Okay.
think. I feel like there was
Yeah.
one magic weapon that we found.
I'll read through the last part of the list here. We have some fancy ass super light armor from the Drow Commander, and that's literally what I wrote down. We have 12 vials of water breathing. We have a helm and gauntlets, altar garments, a container worth 3,000. So that's a fancy container. And then we have a bone tube with 3 spell scrolls, and we
That's right.
have 2 or 3 platinum we stole out of there too. It's just a small amount of platinum, like enough for 1 platinum each, really, and then like 2,500 platinum for me.
Did we identify the gauntlets and the helmet as magical?
You did?
Yeah.
I don't think you identified
We don't know what they do.
what
right?
they do, which is why I have to go back to that.
We should spend some time doing that tonight.
Okay.
And we have the Mace of Disruption a little further up the list. We have a giant bone comb and hairpins.
Lots of bones.
The Mace
Cloak of the
Disruption
Bat.
probably should be in someone's repertoire.
Why, why can't I find my note?
Where is our bag of holding notes?
In the journal.
Layers. Oh yeah, there it is.
I can't
He said liars.
find my journal notes, so that's troubling. So I'm gonna have to do this the
What
hard way.
Are Gorgon horns?
You're not supposed to know about those.
Oh, right.
All right.
Huh.
So, um, if you guys mess around with the gauntlets, I need to actually go into the module because I didn't type this in. So 1 second, please. In the treasure zone of the Kuatoa. Here we go.
Highway to the treasure zone.
Nice.
We have 3,000 gold pieces worth of diamonds.
Wait, where does it say that?
We're probably good for a little while then.
In Snur's crown.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Wow. Then I could prepare some of those spells.
I
I
know, I was
haven't
like, I
been
can-
because it's like anything with diamonds. It's like, well, I don't want to compete for diamonds.
Mhm.
That's okay.
Wait, where do you see that? I'm still not seeing it. Oh, there it is. I had to scroll down. Sorry.
Okay, I'm not seeing gauntlets in these chests, so now I don't remember where those came from. Oh, here they are. Okay,
Yeah, I
got
was
them.
gonna say they were in the list. I did write
Okay.
that.
All right. I didn't do something I meant to do, which was to see what the 5e equivalent of this 1e magic item is.
I also enjoy that we have a container worth 3,000. 3,000 crickets. 3,000
Platinum.
Yeah, that's true.
3,000
3,000?
peanuts.
It says gold pieces, Fela. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's a container worth 3,000 containers, and that just is an endless loop.
Containerception.
Yeah.
It's an infinite container corridor.
Does anybody want to look at these spell scrolls?
I think they were identified as Greater Restoration, True Seeing, and Tidal Wave.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like I took one of those, but now that I say that doesn't make any sense. Why would I take any of those?
I
So
don't
that
know.
you can save our lives.
Well,
Okay.
I can't cast. God.
Sorry, the gauntlets require attunement. So, if somebody has Identify, they can cast Identify.
Or we have to attune
or
to
you have
figure
to
out what it
attune to
is.
figure out what it is. Yep.
That seems like a good idea when we're dealing with all this curse shit.
Mm-hmm.
I wish Identify was on the Warlock list.
It's not on mine, right?
It's generally not on a cleric list, no.
It's like a wizard.
Wizard, the artificer usually has it.
Yeah. I think some bards maybe bards.
Bards can have it.
And I think some sorcerers can have access to it. But
I think some clerics can too. Like I think there's like a knowledge domain or something.
The Arcana cleric can.
Arcana. Okay.
If nobody else
probably
wants
the knowledge
to,
one too.
I will happily attune overnight to just or for
well,
an hour before bed.
Okay, so you put on.
Nope, I won't.
Okay, never mind.
Wait, does anybody have any attunement slots left?
I do not.
Oh, that's a good question. I don't think so.
Yeah.
I'll unattune to the flame tongue short sword while I try these on.
Okay.
And decide which one I like better.
Okay. What these are gauntlets of flaming fury.
Ooh.
While you wear both these steel gauntlets, any non-magical weapon you grasp with either gauntlet is treated as a magic weapon. As a bonus action, you can use the gauntlets to cause magical flames to envelop one or two melee weapons in your grasp, basically replacing the flame tongue sword. Each flaming weapon deals an extra 1d6 fire damage on a hit. The flames last until you sheathe or let go of either weapons. Once used, this property can't be used again until the next, and this is important, dawn.
And we never get sunrise here, so
Yeah.
good luck.
Hey, we can use those as a way to figure out what time of day it is.
That's right. Oh shit, we know it's morning, but now I can't use this again.
So everything in there
What about the
Or
helmet?
just
The helmet
Oh.
you recognize. You've seen it before. Mary's worn one.
Water
And
breathing.
may still be wearing it.
Yep, it's the
The
helmet.
helm of underwater action.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah,
helm of underwater
I've been
action.
attuned to that one for
Yep.
years.
So, sadly, you got a double here.
Can we re-roll?
Yeah,
Is
can
that
you do a
a
reroll?
possibility?
Yeah, I probably should have re-rolled that just for fun.
No, it's
Hold
okay.
on. Yeah,
It is what it is.
No, it isn't.
We can
what
sell it.
You can sell it. I'm gonna do one quick thing and see if there's something more interesting. I should have done this before. This is dumb to do it while we're here, but
it's more fun this way.
it's not more fun this way.
Okay, so I can cast True Seeing. I realized why I wanted it, but you can cast it too, Vela. You should probably take a True Seeing scroll. Makes more sense.
Okay.
Because I have not quite True Sight, but something similar. But I can cast it on someone else, or you can cast it on somebody else. I think all three of those are cleric spells. You should just take them.
True Seeing is on my list. Huh.
Yeah, so that way you don't have to prep it, but you have the scroll.
Ooh, and see into the ethereal plane.
I don't see anything that's like on the same level. Like it's either way too cool or way dumb for helm. So it's a helm. It's a helm of underwater action. So, the
Not
gauntlet.
bad habit. Does that require attunement?
Yes.
It does.
Because I have a thread and I have that helmet, or I don't have dark. Because I use it because it gives dark vision.
Yeah.
Basically, I don't even use it for its intended purpose. But I'm attuned to two things right now that are just not being used very effectively. But
How many
Ooh.
slots do you have? Don't you have do you have 3 slots?
and I have a cloak of protection.
Oh, okay.
Do the fire gauntlets? Would they work on arrows?
It said melee, and I wouldn't
Oh.
want to.
Okay.
Yeah, it does say melee specifically. It doesn't at
anything.
first. It
Yeah.
says any non-magical weapon you grasp, and then it goes melee
Yeah,
afterwards.
But my longbow is a magical weapon.
That's true.
So
true.
I don't need-
Yeah. That's fair.
So that's what
So
you
it
have.
doesn't work if my dagger gets thrown. It's only if I'm in.
Right. It would. The
Melee.
fires would go out if you threw it, but if you kept it in your hand, because it's the gauntlet that's giving it the flame.
But if I grasp it, it's considered magical.
That's right.
But only if I'm in a melee.
Correct.
Okay.
Well, no, that's not what it says. While you wear both of these steel gauntlets, any non-magical weapon you grasp with either gauntlet is treated as a magic weapon. So that would make your bow a magic weapon. It would
My
not.
bow is already a magic
Yours
weapon.
is,
But my
but-
bone.
Her bow. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't know who you were talking to.
As a bonus action, you can use the gauntlets to cause magical flames to envelop one or two melee weapons in your grasp.
Mhm.
So
But my short bow would deal magic damage.
it would
But
ignore.
wouldn't have fire.
It wouldn't have fire, but it would still do full damage to things that have
Magical.
the magic
Yeah.
resistant stuff.
It'd be like silvering my crossbow's bolts.
Correct. That would give you that benefit. Yes. It would
Does
not.
anybody else have attunement slots that they want?
Nope.
Okay.
Well, I think I will. I love the flame tongue sword as a thing, but realistically, I think this one's going to be more useful because I stay far back. I'm a cleric with sneak attack. I'm going to stay far away.
Okay. So, and then the other one is just again a helm of underwater action. So
you want the gauntlets, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take those out of the bag.
If no one else is going to use it, I'll carry that Mace of Disruption because it could become useful.
I'm a one weapon man now. Pat Way.
Oh man, it's nice to have a commitment. I didn't know we were on the same wavelength, but I'm glad. Like this is we having a
It's
determining of the
okay.
relationship. I feel
Don't.
like oh we're done. Okay, I'll stop.
No. Shh, it's okay. Don't even giants around anymore. But
No, no,
you're
it's
still
Vela,
with me, buddy.
no, it's
am I
cool. I
giving you the
appreciate that.
scrolls too?
Yeah. Yes,
You want the
please.
bone tube?
The
Long
scrolls
tube. Yeah.
do not.
Yeah.
Were they clericy?
Yeah, they are.
It was like Greater Restoration, Tidal Wave, and
True
True Seeing,
Seeing.
which I think are all 3 cleric spells.
Yep.
Yeah, 2 of them are druid spells as well.
Okay.
So I mean,
You
I
want
don't
them?
want to.
You can
I don't
have-
need
I-
them. I'm just
True
saying.
has confused me.
I have tidal wave prepared, so I
Yeah.
don't need another tidal wave.
But it doesn't
But
take up
I-
a spell slot to use it. So
Well, yeah.
And you could
I'm just
also
saying.
swap it for something else if you wanted, because then you wouldn't have to
No,
prep it.
I just if it's more the greater restoration. If you ever
Yeah, take
like, it
that
would be
one.
kind of nice to have it split up so it isn't just Vela being able to do all the healing stuff all the time. You
Yeah.
know, so I
That's a
wouldn't
great
mind
idea.
taking that one just to
What
have it.
level are they?
Tidal wave's 3rd level in my.
I
True
believe
Seeing
scrolls are the level of which they are. I think. I don't think they are. Like I don't know. Can you upcast it if you have the slot?
When you
Not
unless
from
I
a scroll.
make,
No.
Not from a scroll. So
mostly
it
just
is the
looking
level that
at-
it is. So
I'm
Yeah,
just looking
tidal
at adding it to my inventory because
tidal
they
wave
don't-
is a 3rd level spell.
Okay,
True Seeing is a 6th level spell.
thank you.
and
Is that one also?
Would also be on my list. It's Bard, Cleric, Sorcerer, Warlock, and Wizard.
Okay, well if anybody else wants them, I don't need them all. I'm totally fine.
No, I should take it.
and you can cast it if you don't have that spell slot available to you, right?
Yeah, you're the.
Right.
You could catch a 1st level wizard could cast this from the scroll.
Right. Gotcha.
As long as you can cast a spell, you can cast a scroll.
The thing with the greater restoration is I never prepare it because I don't have the diamonds, because in the past the diamonds, like, so to have the spell scroll would be helpful for me just in case.
Yeah, I think that's a great plan.
Okay.
Yeah. Plus, even if you don't have the diamonds, if Vela's out, you can
When you
fish
don't
the
need 'em
diamonds out
for
of
a
her
scroll,
pockets.
because
Oh,
they
you don't
were
need the
spent-
materials for
they were-
scroll.
Right.
No,
Right. That's
the scroll
Ooh.
provides everything to cast the spell.
The
Wow.
diamond.
The
The diamonds
idea
are
is
actually
creation-
burned into the scroll.
Yeah,
So-
the
Oh, that's
creation
sick.
of the scroll is when you spent the materials.
Yep.
Did you
I'll
say
take the True Seeing one so I can sell it.
Nice.
Did you say True Seeing was a 6th level and Tidal
Yes.
is 3rd?
Yeah.
And Greater Restoration is 5th.
Yeah. That one I
All
know.
right. So Greater Restoration to Mary,
Mary.
who gets in Tidal Wave to Vela, True Seeing to Elba.
No, I thought Vela was taking that one too.
Oh,
No.
I could cast it, but I mean,
we need a roll table like World of Warcraft,
I
Yeah.
have.
So
I
there's
actually.
right?
I have a selector. I can, but
I'm
Nuben-
kidding.
Nuben and you are in it, so.
We can. This is what would actually happen in the dungeon. We'd be like, well, I mean, in like negotiating, who makes the most sense tactically to have True Seeing.
Yeah.
Of course, you know what's going to happen. It's going to be Final Fantasy syndrome, and we're going to show up to Lolth and be like, True Seeing, and just use all our scrolls in the last fight.
Possibly.
although I do think it does seem like there could be a good reason for me to have it as the frontline person.
Mhm.
True.
I
I'll
forgot.
carry it.
I
and
had
let
a
somebody else is
table.
taking it.
I had a table in here, inappropriate urination table. I forgot about that.
That's right.
I'm gonna roll on it just to see what happens.
All right, it'll be me. Whatever happens.
All
Did
right,
you
so
guys
have-
say you also got armor? Was it decent armor?
So we had the Drow armor, if you remember from it wasn't part of this get, but we got it off
Well then,
of
okay.
some Drow guy.
It-
But it
I
might be
didn't
good.
remember. My brain
Um,
is like
Well,
been a long time.
it might be of very much interest to Mary, because it acts as light armor. Does that make a difference, or does it have to be natural? It has to be natural
It's metal, isn't it?
It is
Yeah,
metal.
that
So
might have been
okay.
if that was
Yeah,
what
it's
it
metal.
was.
It is metal. It's very light. It's a mithril
Doesn't matter.
based. It's a mithril armor. But it also uh,
I seem to remember that now. For some, yeah, Drow Commander. Duh, that
Yep,
was a different battle.
Yep.
Okay. Just thought I'd ask.
So
We have a cloak of the bat.
you do have a cloak in the bat. Yep.
You shouldn't have it in there because it's in my inventory
Oh.
Oh, okay.
and taking up an attunement slot.
Okay. So you can fly
If I use it.
a lot.
All right, I have removed it from the bag.
And then the Mace of Disruption is in your bag as well.
It's not anymore because
shouldn't be because it's going to Elva.
Well, I have it in my bag.
That's what I mean. Sorry. In
Yeah.
your bag, I was talking to Elva. That is unclear that I was staring at Ed because we're playing a virtual game. I get that.
Okay. Has inventory been managed? As much fun as I just.
Helmet Gauntlets is still on there. Should be off.
I'm gonna move us along, and this can be managed. Like all of these sort of housekeeping items can be managed off stream and not well during the game. So.
This is fun.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, kinda.
Okay.
I mean, it's fun
Yeah.
when you get stuff
Okay.
because we sit and do all this work to try to figure out how to get stronger.
Okay.
But I think we've got it figured out. So
Okay.
There is also a scroll of protection from fiends in the bag. I don't know if that applies
That
to
could
any
be
of
real
ours.
good in the abyss.
Yeah, I don't know who's spells stuff.
I could only make fiends. I can't protect you from fiends.
let's see. I think I'm
Alright.
going to put money on cleric. What do you guys think?
Pretty good bet. Actually, protection from good and evil is a wizard than like sorcerer spell.
Oh,
Warlock,
that's
too.
true.
Let's see.
I don't see it in the player handbook. Is
Protection
it?
from fiends isn't actually a spell. It is a scroll, though.
Scroll of
Oh,
protection. Oh.
interesting.
So any of
wonder
us
if-
could use it.
I wonder if that's a carryover from a 1E thing that I didn't.
Well, it's in the DMG.
Oh, is it?
It's a
Okay.
scroll.
Ooh.
It's just not a spell.
Okay.
And I do have protection from evil and good on my spell list.
Well, that's interesting.
Wow. It's so the scroll makes a 5-foot radius, 10-foot high cylinder. So basically, one person can stand in it and not get hit by a fiend.
Like I said, hang on to that till we're in the abyss, where
Do we wanna leave it in
everything
that
around us is
holding?
a fiend.
Well, just don't forget about it. Right? Like we can leave it in the
Yeah.
bag, but we don't want to forget
I'm
about it.
So excited.
X potion.
What are you so excited about?
I thought I'd typed these names in Dungeon Draft, but I typed them here in Forge.
You
So-
can't change it.
So,
No, that was not what was on the map. You got to put that back to how it was written. That's not right.
it's
Not cool.
canon now. It's always been Svirfneblin.
No.
We
No.
smudge it off a little bit. Oh, that's a V?
No.
I thought that was an in. No wonder they give us
Well-
dirty looks.
All right, I'll put it back.
Yes.
The line on the end was just a spilled noodle.
It was a noodle. Yeah, I had a little bit of peanut butter smudged in there.
Paul had coffee.
Yeah, it's probably true. Okay, so, eventually the time will run out, right? Or you have to stay there another day. Isn't that how it works in my plane?
Well, what it was is I cast it, I go to sleep, I get it back, I cast it again. So it's just that then I'd have to go to sleep outside the plane. I can't do consecutive
Right.
nights.
Right. Okay.
So I have to cast it to get out.
So, you guys
So
are you
if we're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and account for that.
okay? So you can cast it again to leave if you
I'll
guys are
draw
ready to
the-
leave.
Fancy red door.
And you walk back out.
And... There we go. It's gone.
All right. You guys exit your safe house, and Cora is staying in the middle of you, but you know, cracking her knuckles the best she can, just in case she needs to do something. Uh, and you guys can you have a couple choices according to your map on how to get to the Svervneblin camp.
I think Elva, you suggested the what seems to be the fastest to me.
Well, and it also keeps us away from the main drag, which I think could be good for
Mhm.
us for a bit.
Okay, so which one was
I'd agree.
that?
Back toward the shrine
Going-
and then to the crossroads here.
Okay, and then going up the secondary towards the
Yep.
Snurfnebla. Okay. Uh, if you would please roll for me.
I would like to do as we get closer, just a pass without trace because we're getting close to a place that was on high alert. So
You bet.
I
Okay.
will
Invisible as
do
we
that.
get close.
You can have pass without a trace, and if you want to do invisibility for all of you, that's up to you. If you guys want to use those slots.
I don't have that. I don't have that spell. I asked, but I don't.
I'm
have
gonna
that
hold because I can only cast it three spells between
that's
rests, so I want to keep it just unless we feel like we need it.
Okay. As you get to the crossroads, you know that's. I'm assuming Mary's holding off until you get close to the crossroads to cast. 'Cause
Right.
it's
It
1 hour,
lasts
right?
for an hour,
Yeah.
so I'll kind of wait till we get
And
about half an hour, and so we get that. Yeah.
and these are 1 mile hexes, so you're not moving that slow. It takes you an hour to get there. Right before you get there, you cast it. Uh, and I would like somebody to roll for me. I think we're on high alert in this area, so instead of a D12, we're going to roll a D6, and a 1 will be you run into some patrolling.
I got it.
Okay. So, the way's clear. Um, you don't run into anybody, but you can hear, uh, in ways you didn't hear the last time, the increased activity. Um, there are, there's no extra lights because they all have dark vision, but there's uh, sounds of people calling things out. It sounds very rote, like almost like a Marco Polo kind of. I'm here. Okay, you're there. Understood. And people are moving around, and but you don't run into anybody. I would though ask as you are moving away from it for everybody to give me that stealth check with the +10 from the pass without a trace. Whoa. 30, 21, 15, 20, and
21 is low for me. I
Yeah.
rolled a 2.
20, 15, 20.
Sorry, I'm double checking that I have my armor on because I don't want to cheat.
Okay. Why would you have your armor off? Oh, I guess 'cause
That's
you
why
took it off. Okay.
I'm checking to confirm that because I took it off at one point and
Oh,
I'm
okay.
looking through my inventory and realizing that I don't have it on, which means that it's not impacting my stealth
Right.
rolls. So I just want to double check which one. Okay. Sorry for the delay of game.
Okay. So,
Okay.
you guys all feel like you're moving relatively, but not just relatively, superbly, stealthily. With the aid of Mary's spell, the shadows pulling closer to you. You are blending into the walls. The purplish cast of the lichens and mushrooms there.
I would just like to point out that Newbin rolled a strength check, not a stealth check.
Okay.
What?
So his stealth is probably way better than
I
that.
would think it is probably better. He was dragging the average down quite a bit. But it was not enough. Yeah, okay.
That just looked way off to me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't even read I didn't read it. I went 15. Oh, he just got another crap roll. But
Sorry, I didn't cock my head far enough back to read it.
I was looking at the 1d20 plus 2 plus 10, and I know his dex modifier is plus 5.
Oh, right.
Yeah, the lowest he can roll is a 21. So
That's almost as low as I can roll.
yeah,
So, you feel like you're practically invisible, for all intents and purposes, moving through here. Elva, how does your shield work when it alerts you to something with the perception?
I just become conscious of it, I suppose.
Okay.
Yeah, Hoffnungsvoll does the same thing, remember?
Right.
Well, Hufstingval is you can't be surprised. The shield actually gives me advantage on perception checks and plus 5 to my passive perception.
I got it right.
So what I've always said is that it has an image of an eye on it that is moving
around
and
and looking. Yeah. So
And
I think Waste does something like that too. I forgot about.
Mostly
You
for
guys with
giants,
your
though.
fancy stuff.
I know, right?
I have a helmet. Helps me swim.
Does it look cool?
And look in the dark.
Yeah.
um,
Do you want to borrow my cloak?
I'm wearing a cloak.
it's a protection.
Okay, fine. Mine lets me fly. That's all I'm just
No, I
offering.
didn't do what I wanted.
And with our change in proficiency, my passive perception is now 21.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, what's your passive investigation?
Doesn't exist.
That's how I feel about it as well.
Disagree.
Okay, so Waste thing's active. So if we think there might be something within 60 feet, I can activate that.
Okay.
It's not like a passive thing or whatever.
All right. So really, the passive thing that we have going, because Newman cannot be surprised. Huftingsville will alert him before he is surprised, but that means something's going to happen, an attack or something. But a passive, the shield gives you what for passive? Like it has.
It gives me advantage on perception checks, which equates to a plus 5 to passive perception per the DMG.
This gives you a 20.
So my passive perception is 21.
Okay. At a certain point, you feel the eyeball in the shield is looking up and keeps looking up. And so your gaze is drawn up. And you don't think the person sees the 5 of you moving as their spider climbing along the ceiling. After a half second, you think you might recognize this person.
So I'm guessing it's not a Koatoa.
It's not.
It's Aang.
Human. It is not Aang.
Is it Baracus?
It is not Baracus. It's a woman.
Gallon. Oh, Foreshade?
He said human.
You met her in Neil Dra. She was the
spy master.
The spy master.
That was a traitor.
You see.
She was a human?
I am gonna.
I think she was either human or half orc. I couldn't remember.
I'm gonna tap Robes on the shoulder and point because Robes is the one who dreamwalked to her.
That's right.
And
well
so
remembered.
As you look up and see, you do see Bawanda, Night Shaper, on the wall climbing, and she appears to be moving towards a forward position type thing, and you appear to be walking into what looks like what she's taking a watch position on.
But she hasn't noticed us. Is that our impression?
No, you don't think she saw you at all.
Got it. We could.
I think you should. Oh wait, I can't talk to you.
Why not?
Because I don't know if she's there.
Oh,
You
that's
and Ed are
right.
the only-
Yeah,
Ed
yeah.
are the only ones.
Yeah, I'm kind of consulting over. Hey, you want to, or just, I'm making very vague hand motions on purpose.
Yeah.
That way, whatever you say, I can just do what I want.
I'll
It's like,
follow.
yeah,
your
that's a great
lead.
idea. No, but do we try to catch her, let her go?
I'll follow your lead.
Oh, fuck.
I thought that's what you wanted.
No, I want to blame you. All right, I'll go ahead and get her and I'll sloop in. Yeah. And just be very quiet. There's someone on the ceiling, and just kind of like point up. It's the spy master.
In your head, you hear, "We'll use the sending stone and distract her."
Okay. Could do that, or we could let her go.
She's not up to anything good. I don't
Okay.
think we should let her go.
All right. Good. I just want to make sure that before we cause problems, that we're all in this together. So, what do we send? Because we still have the sending stone, right?
Yeah.
We could send a message to her that would. Would she know it's from us though? Because it'd be from the sending stone that we have, right?
Correct. She'd know. Well, I mean, unless you lost it, she doesn't know if you
Yeah.
lost it or not.
That's true.
Could
We don't.
send her.
We don't necessarily know that she still has the other one.
That's true.
You could send her a note that says, or a message that says that you want to meet, that you've heard she's in the area and you want to meet at the Spartjet River.
Is that on the map?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
At the
Oh,
river
I can
crossing.
just fly up there and pull her down.
Ah,
I also
I'm
have
just
the note
gonna
card
have-
of sending.
My bow ready in case we start fighting. So I'm just gonna knock an arrow.
Got it.
yeah. We don't have to be clever about this. There's no one around else, right? We just see her.
Oh, you
Actually, I'm going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to use Waith and use the wand of warning. It's a 60-foot radius. It's pretty small. But, I guess we probably wouldn't see anything. Never mind. We can just see with our own eyes. So, yeah, that's it. Fuck it. Let's just, I think we just pop her right now. I'll bamf up there and grab her.
Right. I'll catch you, I guess.
It's true. I can't fly anymore. I
You
forgot.
have spider climb though.
I do. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. So this is kind of an interesting situation. 'Cause I'm trying to think, is there any way I could like blow her off the ceiling? Or I don't think I have anything I could do. Yeah, just give her a big blow. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm just gonna oh, I know what I could do. So I'm gonna cast Dimension Door. Actually, can anyone else cast Dimension Door?
No, but I could get up there without a spell slot.
Yeah, why don't you go up there?
Too.
I'll grab the corners of the Cape of the Bat and fly up there.
Can you take me with you?
No,
No.
because I have to hold the. I mean, you could probably get on my back. I'm strong enough that I can probably still carry you.
So
But I have to hold the edges of the cloak to fly.
if I can hit her, I can smite her, and it knocks her prone. So I guess it'd be a question, Paul. Would I interpret that as a fellow spider climber? That knocking someone prone who's spider climbing, would they fall off the ceiling or they go prone against the ceiling?
That's a great question. I think they would fall. I think they would fall because gravity's still gravity. And
Okay.
if you smack a spider, they don't. Well, I mean, they fall to the ground, right? Like if you kill a
Yeah,
spider.
and it's
Unless it
freaky
gets
if you're
squished.
trying to get it and
And
it
they
just
curl up.
drop. Yeah.
All right. So yeah, somehow get me up there, and if I can just get an attack off, I can smite her off the
All
off
right,
the ceiling.
get on my back and I'll fly up.
All right. I'm gonna get on your back.
All right. I love it. I had no idea what you guys were going to do with this, so fun. I'm not putting this is theater of the mind, folks.
Yeah.
You're so you get up there and she doesn't see you because she is looking down the opposite direction. You have moved underneath her, past her, so you are flying back towards her. up.
And we're all like shrouded and stuff, so it's just
Yeah,
kind of like.
yeah. Because you're
Well,
well.
and the cloak of the bat gives advantage on stealth and
I
And
was
I'm
gonna
stuff
say,
too.
I
So like,
think you're back because 30 feet, right, Mary? Robin, 30 feet.
Yeah.
Uh,
and
Yeah.
I can cast invisibility
Uh,
as will at will, so I'm gonna be invisible while I do this.
okay. Uh,
And really, you're sort of wearing Elva.
no, Elva's wearing him.
I don't know. Like something hanging from your belt you're wearing.
I'm not invisible, but I am. But I am cloaked by the bat. So
okay. Either way, she has her back to you and doesn't see you, doesn't hear you, is intently looking the opposite direction. Didn't, after moving over you the first time, does not anticipate not having seen something from behind her. So,
I'm using my great weapon master attack on this as well.
I am going to give her one last chance to be aware from like maybe change in air pressure coming up from behind her.
Sure.
So I'll give her a disadvantage because she doesn't have any reason to be able to. Oh man, and she's got a -1 to perception. Uh, Not the best forward scout they have.
She could crit.
She
Not
sure
bad.
could, but I don't think a 13's going to do it with all the shit you guys got going on. I'm going to call that no bueno. You have a surprise attack.
are you jumping off of me to attack her?
I was hoping you're gonna like fly by,
Or are
like
you
swing
gonna?
me by.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just wondering if you are leaving my back.
You know what? I could jump off and because I have spider climbing, right? So I could, in
Yep.
theory, spider climb on the ceiling, like
Yep.
just kind of like jump off. I mean, I don't know, maybe that's too much, but is a 16 hit?
It just hits.
Oh my god. Okay, here we go. So I'm gonna smite. This might just kill her, so we'll see what happens. So let
That
me
would
double
make
check.
things easy, wouldn't it?
That would make things very easy.
I
Let
don't
me
know
just
how this
triple
happened.
check.
I will tell you later what her class is, but her hit points, I'm just going to say right now, are ridiculously low, and I should roll for hit points from now on, just instead of taking the average.
Oh, that's not good. All right.
Okay.
Okay. So it's 58 damage. Boom! And it takes a spell slot.
Tony, how many hit points does Newbin have currently?
125.
Yeah, this can't possibly be right.
Feel free to adjust it, Paul, because the goal is to get her off the ground. I don't want to smear her.
I am gonna adjust it because I just think something's wrong here. She's double digit level and has 68 hit points and is not like a wizard. I feel
gotcha.
like something's wrong there, so I'm gonna just give her a couple more hit points.
No worries. So what happens is I hit her. Now, if this is relevant, this is a mixture of damage. Some of that is necrotic, some of it is force, and some of it is slashing. If that matters at all, I can try to break it out.
Man, it won't let me change the max. Okay, I'm just gonna do this in my head. Okay, I'll just remember that. Okay, you wail on her, and she will take. What did you say? Necrotic, slashing, and what?
Force.
She has no resistance to any of that, and you surprised her, so she takes the full amount of damage and starts falling to the floor towards 25
she goes
feet
prone.
down. She goes prone, and she is falling 20 feet down, so she will take 2d6 fall damage.
Yeah.
R2.
And I'm now on the ceiling. How high up is this? So it's 20 feet up?
20 feet up. Oh, well,
Okay.
that did her some good. I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna add temporary hit points. That'll be the way to do it. Because that's ridiculous. Okay. So then she takes 7 more points of damage. She is prone on the ground. No initiative right now. What are the rest of what? So Elva's flying, and you're still on Elva's back, right? Or did you jump off?
No,
I jumped off on the
standing
ceiling.
on the ceiling.
And you're standing on the
Uh,
ceiling, and Elva flies by.
And I'm going to drop toward her now.
Okay, you start descending. That will be concurrent with what everybody else does as they watch this happen. So as Elva descends towards, will be closer. But what are the rest of you guys going to do as you see the former spy master of Neil Draw fall to the ground? You haven't seen her in weeks.
I have my bow trained on her. If she tries to get up or like attack or anything, I'll shoot at her.
Held action. Okay.
Yeah.
Because all you say, I mean, not enough time for me to say she's getting up. She just hit the ground. So you've got a held
Or
action.
even start to move her hands, because I
Right.
know she's a spellcaster. So if she tries to do anything, I'm shooting at her.
Okay.
That's the best counter spell. It's a
Yep.
held arrow to the face.
Held arrow. All right. Nubin and Vela, what are you guys doing?
Just fell off the ceiling.
Yeah, she did. And she face planted on the ground.
I think I'm gonna run up and try to like hold her arms, like a
Like behind her,
handcuffing?
like
Yeah.
put her like in the what is
Sort
that? Like a half Nelson? It's not a half
a
Nelson.
half
What is
Nelson,
that? No,
whatever.
what is that?
Whatever the Nelson-y thing is.
Say uncle.
kind of
Say
a
But also,
string.
whatever it is that say uncle
No.
maneuver
I'm not gonna say uncle. I'm gonna say, "Are you okay?"
while you hold her arms back.
Yeah.
Okay. Do a strength grappling check at advantage, and she will be at disadvantage.
Something happened to you. Dude, what happened? You fell.
Oh, thank God. I rolled a
Yeah.
1 and a 14, so 16.
Where did she? I must have dismissed the sheet. Sorry. Okay. She's not super strong, so doing this at disadvantage is not
Neither
gonna
am
go well.
I. Phew.
Okay.
Oh, I rolled a 1. You
Flat
rolled a
fight going on.
20. Yeah.
So
Thank heaven.
she is now like kind of pinned down on the ground with Vela like kneeling on her in a way.
And Noob's just gonna walk up with his mace and kind of stick it in her face, like, "Don't."
Okay. She's on the
And
ground.
I'm gonna hold the action. I'm gonna hold the action to just smash her in the head with the mace if she starts to look like she's gonna cast a spell with her hands or start to do anything.
And Elva,
Ready a braining action.
Elva, you would have arrived at the exact same time as they got there. So anything you want to do as they were.
I will draw and ignite my sword.
Okay, so basically we've got like the Avengers looking over Loki type situation here.
Yeah.
And she stays on the ground, and is silent. Doesn't move.
All right, I'll spider climb my way kind of down the wall
Okay.
as best I can.
All right.
I mean, actually, that's a good question. Are we in a tunnel?
Yes. Currently
Still?
you're in a
Okay.
tunnel.
Yeah. So I'll just kind of run down the side of the wall.
Okay. Are you holding your position, Mary?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you're all gathered around her with Mary several, like maybe 20 feet back, ish.
Yeah, I'm still within like the 30 feet, so we don't
Right.
break the pass
Gotcha.
without trace. But yeah.
Gotcha. So, you've all got her down. She is got her head kind of like she's flat. She face planted, so she's got one arm behind her as Vela's got one arm up, holding her down, asking if she's okay. Her head's tilted to one side, kind of that smushed onto the ground. Nubin, if you're in a position where you're holding, and the fire, and Elva with the fire, you can see what her eyes are glowing. They did not glow when you last met her. They are glowing purple. And by glowing, I mean like the irises have changed. They're no longer brown. They're this sort of translucenty
Yeah.
glowing purple.
Can anyone easily just dispel that?
I almost changed out a spell to have dispel magic, but did not.
I mean, I have dispel magic, but I don't know if is it magic? Is it a curse? Is it what do you think?
Well, if you try to spell magic, I can try remove curse. Which one first?
The thing about dispelling magic is you usually have to cast it at a level, right? Equal to the spell that you're dispelling.
If you're
in order for it to be effective.
If you're below it though, there's a roll you can make.
Right.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is in order for it to be effective without because if I don't roll at like we wouldn't know.
Be guaranteed effective.
Right.
To be guaranteed. Whereas
No.
remove curse, I think.
I'll just remove it and see if that works.
I'm reading.
Remove curse does not have a leveling situation.
Okay. I need to read one other thing.
To find out if it's a curse.
Yep.
Yeah, I usually have dispel. I don't switch out a lot of my spells, to be honest. I usually have dispel magic and like locate everything under the sun.
Wow. Well, remove curse works.
Wow. You sound so excited.
Well, it bothers me how powerful remove curse is. Not like it is what it is. But like when somebody casts a 7th level spell and remove curse works, or 5th level spell and like 3rd level remove curse works, that's sort of like, oh, okay. And it also remove curse kind of nerfs out like anything with werewolf lycanthropy and like, so like any of that great storytelling is you as a DM you have to basically write in like this one is resistant to remove curse, but I specifically said they were under the Gia spell.
Kind of what I was thinking.
So
actually, when you said that with the eyes, that's what Robin was thinking.
So
Mary didn't know. Well, Mary
she might
knows
have known
the spell,
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I think we've run into it.
What?
Yeah, we both have it, and it was a big deal because of my occultist
Mm-hmm.
thing.
So I don't think either of us have been preparing it for a while.
No.
So when you cast remove curse, the purple fades from her eyes, and she. Oh no. Oh no. Because she knows everything.
What are you?
She knows everything she's done. But now her mind's clear. I betrayed my king. I betrayed my kingdom. I freed a very, very dangerous person.
Who? True?
For Shadazoth.
Again? Or the first time?
No, I mean, she's currently free.
Right.
Of course she is. I hate to be the person that's like, do we just kill everybody we interact with? Because we try to stop them the reputable way, and it just seems like they're gone again.
Well, she
would feel like someone may have suggested that before.
There's the reason why I lopped off Gillen's head.
Oh. Honestly.
Lop away.
I didn't. I
don't care. I really don't. You know the work we went through to capture that person after all the damage they did, and now you're like, oh no, I did a bad thing. Oh.
I did an oopsie. Let them go.
That's not fair.
No, Mary, I like the sight of you.
That's not not fair at all. She didn't have a choice. She was cursed. Like, what would happen if you were cursed? Like, if the threads made you do something you didn't want to do. Like, you put it on because it was useful, but then what happens when it makes you do something and then you regret it later? Like, should we just kill you? I wouldn't want to do that to
It's
you.
a large part of why I have not
absolutely
put thread
should.
on.
If I'm a threat and I'm doing stupid things like letting people go that could destroy all the hard work all of you are doing, you absolutely should kill me.
I don't like the sight of you, Mary. I feel like everybody's got redemption options. This seems really out of character for you. You've been hanging out with Robes too much.
I'm just saying, if I'm at a place where I'm being dangerous to others, I'd rather be dead than be a danger.
She's just being
But-
practical.
Right, but we could fix you. Like, any of us could be victim of the gayest curse. That's the point.
And killing me should be your very first option. I would appreciate it if you try to remove a curse first, but what I'm saying is, yes, if these threads start making me do something contrary to my nature, if I'm a threat to all of you, if I'm a threat to the safety of the entire world,
Well, then I think that's fair then, because you said, if it was a gay's curse, I think you would want us to remove it rather than kill you. I think that's fair. That's what we just did. Like, now let's give her a chance to redeem herself.
say kill her right now, did I? I just am
No,
saying, what
sorry.
is it getting to the point that we got to kill? We turned Forshade over
Okay.
to
She just
be
killed her.
tried.
I just
And we
want to
should
make
have
sure.
killed her because why? Now she's out there again.
Well,
right?
I mean, we did actually kill her.
Hmm.
That's true.
I know.
Then we resurrected her. And
I
then,
know. We try to do the right thing. I was speaking in frustration, but I just
no, but
don't.
you're right.
I don't see the point in letting these dangerous people who are unrepentant go.
Oh, okay. I thought you were
Because
talking about her, and I was
this
like, please don't
person-
kill her.
I'm just
She didn't do
frustrated
it on
with her.
purpose. Okay. Okay.
And to
When,
be fair,
when you
she
guys
does
stop
seem
talking, you
repentant.
notice that Nubin's got the mace is actually pressing on her face. Not hitting her with it, but you can see that her face is distorted because he's pressing it into her face like, I want to kill her.
Fair.
Now, she does seem repentant.
Yes, I
Which
wasn't saying
changes
kill her. I just don't care to hear her excuses. I don't care to hear how sorry
Hey,
she is.
I'm
That's
with you.
all.
But the thing is here, repentance aside, we have an opportunity. We have removed this curse, but the people who have cursed her do not necessarily know that. Or do they? Actually, with gaze, do you know when it's dispelled?
Didn't look like it when I just read through it quickly, but
Well, I don't know that any of us would know one way or the other.
that's true.
Well, it's on two
Yeah,
of your
Those of us
we
who
could-
spells.
didn't cast
Oh,
it might know.
two of you actually have it, right?
Yeah.
You place a magical command community to carry out some service or refrain from some service. If the creature can understand you, it must succeed. While creature's charming, it takes 5d10 psychic damage each time it acts in a manner directly counter to your instructions, but no more than once per day.
See, she did have a choice. I'm
That's
telling
true.
you can
You
resist.
make a good point.
When you cast the spell using a slot of 7th or 8th level, the duration is 1 year. Okay.
Wow.
Are you guys having that
Oh.
covered? Like she did have a choice and all of that in front of her?
Oh,
Mary
yeah.
would make
Yeah.
that point.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, she also
because Mary is literally saying she would rather die than be used to hurt others, right?
she's like,
So
but
she would take the psychic damage rather than hurt other people.
it's also my daughter is there for shade. My daughter is also there. And it also, I mean, it gives you the psychic damage, but it also like makes you very amenable to, you're charmed as well. So she's been charmed, and then been sort of led to see this point of view. But the reason she was amenable in the first place was her daughter was kidnapped and used as bait. So that's what she explains to you. I would roleplay it better, but I kind of lost.
But I'm not gonna.
It's not that I'm not gonna. I just didn't think it out well how she would.
You're fine.
Yeah. I'm not very good at. I knew the reasons why she betrayed Neildra, but I didn't think about how she would explain them to you with her face in the dirt. I'm not I'm not that good of an actor. So but yeah, that's you know my she is my daughter. And I would have
Who? Who has your daughter?
Foreshade.
Who
Where?
had your daughter when Forshade was in custody of the king?
a Clavadra, I think. Must have been.
What did she have you doing? Where were you going right now?
There was a disruption in the shrine, and Foreshade was curious, so I was supposed to find out what was going on there.
Vela, you have a special way to extort the truth, correct? Do you have that?
We can do that tomorrow.
I just had to say, I think Mary has rightful suspicions. Obviously, there was a Gaius here, but there is a choice involved, and I wonder if maybe there is no daughter, and it was just to save her own skin. Not sure that changes the calculation, but I don't know how much I can trust this person. And if there is a daughter, and if there is another reason she would not want to betray Foreshade, what she's telling us is also suspect.
Can I give you one more reason to stay here? And
Sure.
I'll turn this right around.
She's dead.
Oh, I thought you
No.
were Tracy Chapman is a genius.
That's
okay.
true, actually. That's true. I wouldn't do that. It was the pun. It was not
pun,
the reference.
Right?
Okay.
Anyway, she says, I don't care, actually, if you kill me. But if you could see my daughter out of this underground hell, or at least on her way out of this underground hell, I would be appreciative. I know, because she knows what you guys are doing. At least to a degree, she knows. She knows you were looking for giants the last she knew. And she knew the Drow were involved because you guys had interrogated Foreshade Azoth in Neildra. So, she's like, just if you could see her through. I don't care if I die. I absolutely must atone for what I did anyway. It's you or a headman's block in Neildra, and King Scotty killing me.
I'm this whole time I was kind of goading her and trying to watch her reactions. I'm looking at her reactions now. Does she seem sincere? Does she seem?
Give me the insight.
You got it.
As you're doing that insight, she's going to keep talking because it's all coming out in a rush now.
Right.
If you keep down this path, you will walk into a large group of people who would be hostile to you. Some of whom would know who you are. I give you this warning.
Out toward the Sverfniblin?
Towards the Sverfneblin. They have magics that have hidden them just offside one of these paths.
I'm sorry. Are you saying Sverfniblin or Sverfniblin?
It's pronounced Sverfneblin. Although I understand that some of the southern dialects pronounce it Snervneblin.
Depends on the translator, right?
Yeah. Well, also the scribe can sometimes make errors. Anyway, she's it's along the north wall, just 2 miles maybe northwest of their location. I will ping. You're currently here.
Oop. Yeah.
Okay.
I rolled a 16 on the insight check, by the way.
Okay. Seems to be telling the truth. Seems desperate to tell the truth. Seems relieved to be telling this story.
Mm-hmm.
And also seems pretty okay with not living for much longer. Already.
Robin wants to be clear. Mary was never suggesting we
Right.
killed this woman.
No,
Okay.
no.
Because Vela seemed to take it that way,
Right.
but it was more
Villa did. I know,
about,
though.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm not suggesting, I don't know how this woman took it,
No.
but I wasn't suggested just to kill her.
She's racked with guilt immediately.
Okay.
So that well, at least that's how you're perceiving what she's telling.
Nubin still appears to want to kill her.
Yeah. That sounds.
I'm gonna check your mace. Let me hold that.
Yeah.
There are refugees from many places that have gathered together. Forshade is gathering together to bring them to eventually to Aralek and Lu, but she had some loose ends she wanted to wrap up, and is intending, I guess, to wipe out these gnomes who have produced some extraordinarily dangerous armaments.
Wonder what that could be.
I
You
think
mentioned
they're
your daughter.
fireballs.
What is your? I didn't say. Mary didn't say. I was just saying.
No, she's gonna
But,
say that. I think they're fireballs.
What is your daughter's name?
Her name is Helene.
And where do you think she is right now?
I know where she is. She's with them. There's a pen of captives that they are keeping. Some foul undead creature once a day kills a captive and turns them into an undead servant of his.
Nope. Nope.
That
That's
is not
not okay.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like something you'd go for, Vela.
Nope. We're going to fix that.
This
Where?
undead creature
Distant
seems to be,
Snurfniblin?
seems to have some allegiance to Forshade that I don't understand, but obeys her every command. He's quite
Well,
powerful.
that seems like a worthy thing to undo.
I definitely think we should undo Forshade once and for all this time.
I suppose I should
Agreed.
also
Up to no
mention
good.
that she has some fire giant allies there, and
Oh, well, that's not a problem.
You hear that, Waith?
and also.
Would you like to see their king's
drow
crown?
bears. Yeah, actually, that would be kind of. No, I don't care.
Aren't you wearing like as a belt, Nubin?
Yeah, I think you are wearing.
Right? With all the rubies and diamonds. You're not subtle.
I'd still have suspenders on though.
He's wearing it around.
He's wearing. Oh, nice.
I'm hula hooping with it right now.
Yeah. Well, gross. I haven't heard. I would think. Anyway, that's and to Vela, where she just. You'll have to. The exit is concealed cleverly. You need to find. Gosh, it's. I could point it out to you. The entrance. I could help if I died trying.
Is it a trap? Like, is the door trapped? Like, if we walk through it, it will.
Not to my knowledge.
It will.
You've been gayest. Could you get us in if they don't know that you're not under the effect anymore?
I could open the
Wonder
door.
if we can find some way of putting those lights on your eyes again.
Could cascade us on her. Has anyone got that prepared?
I tossed
No, I think
thaumaturgy
it's
on her
a
eyes and changed the color of her eyes.
terrible spell. I don't think I would use it.
Thaumaturgy. I think you could. I mean,
You can
anybody
change
who's
eye color.
Yeah.
You can change my eye color in the specifics of it, and I assumed that meant that I could change somebody else's eye color.
I think if you changed their eye color, it would get past some of the dimmer guards. I don't think it would get past the person who cast it on them, but it would definitely work in a pinch. If you cast it on her as a cantrip, it looks like doesn't have the same glow, but her eyes are now light purple.
It would be, let's put it this way. For us to be close enough to force shade for her to realize that it's not working, mission accomplished. Right? If she's like, wait a minute, those eyes aren't, it's go time, right? So as long as we get through the dumb guards, I don't care if force shade figures it out.
Agreed.
Okay.
We just got to get to see force shade.
Okay, so she
And then
like asks Vela if she can have her arm back.
I never took it.
I thought you were holding her arm back up.
I am. I know. I'm just saying.
Okay.
arm is back. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Stands up. If and then she like kind of, may I stand, Master Brewer? You're mooted, Master Brewer.
He's just still pointing the mace at her like, don't make a move.
Well, I'd like to sit up. Can I move?
Well, that's not what I mean. Yeah, he's
Go
far
ahead.
enough back, like just kind of watching.
Okay. She gets up and she says, my understanding is you'd like me to go in and report back and you're going to follow me in? But what am I telling them is why you're following me? Like, am I going to pretend that I captured all 5 of you?
You were meant to find out why there was a disturbance at the shrine, yes?
Yes.
Tell them the treasury was robbed.
Okay. And how will you all get in behind me?
Probably through force.
Or you could say you captured us.
I don't think that's believable. And unfortunately, you all have a certain, I don't know, je ne sais quoi that you're not pushovers.
That is skills.
I think we'll be using force because I don't think we'll have another option, and I think knowing where the attack is going to come from and taking their ambush away from them levels the field.
So she walks in doing her own thing, and then we know where the entrance is,
Right.
basically.
Fair enough.
Is there anything you could do on the inside to help us? Cause a distraction, disable,
For one
rather
thing,
stay,
I could free the prisoners. Perhaps they're guarded by a number of undead, and she sort of stretches. Shouldn't be too much of a problem, but I can free the prisoners.
If you think you can do that safely without endangering them, certainly by all means.
I don't know about anybody not being in danger in this situation.
Frankly, I don't care what you do once we know where the entrance is. I hope that you live long enough to atone for what you've done. But once you've done us a good turn by telling us about this ambush, and we will do what we can to stop this undead thing doing whatever it's doing. But what you do does not matter to me.
Okay. That seems fair. And I accept the bargain as it's given. Although there's no bargain, I'm just grateful for the opportunity to get some chance at atonement.
We should probably get her back in working order, Vela, before sending her in if she's going to try to help the prisoners.
She is 1/4 the life that she was. She had 62 hit points the way she's written. I have her as a 12th level monk, 2nd level sorcerer.
Okay.
Yeah, that seems
I
pretty low.
It's super low. How the fuck did that happen? So
I mean, I could use some spell slots too, but I feel like you're a very much more efficient healer than I am.
You know what makes me really efficient? Just kidding.
she just cracks her neck and goes, "Do what you gotta do."
Oh,
I do not knock her unconscious.
She's
I
only
know
got
someone who'd be willing to do
she's
that
only
for
got
you.
12 hit points.
Oh.
Although that's wrong because I'm gonna bump them up when you bring her back up. It's not right. Like that can't possibly be right. But
Okay. Well, then I probably should not kill her. Because that wouldn't be fair.
I mean, technically, after that
You don't
smite,
kill her.
she has 3 hit points as the hit points were originally written from the fall and from the smite. Because
Why
she
don't
took
we just
58
smack her
points
out
of damage from the
You know
smite.
what
and
you
then
should do?
7 from the fall.
Wait, is your name Helene? No, your
No.
daughter's
That's
name.
her daughter's name.
Your
Banwunda.
name is.
Van
Did she
Wuda,
introduce herself?
Night Shaper.
Well,
Did
we
we
know
know
her.
You met
Yeah.
her?
Okay, I don't know that. I just didn't remember knowing her first name, and I was like looking at it, thinking, we don't know
I
this
put it
person.
in the chat several times actually.
We for sure knew it at the time.
Yep.
I have a
Okay.
map that Robespierre and I think Elva got from her a long time ago and brought to me.
Yep.
So
Yeah, I just thought
Oh
it was
yeah,
like
that was really
Sergeant
fancy.
Yeah.
yeah.
Sergeant Nightshaper is all I ever thought we would have known. So I
And
was
she-
curious if she
She does.
told us her
Jayla,
first name.
She
Are we
actually
fully
says,
aware?
Oh, go ahead.
I was are we fully aware of how your healing works? That Dalt is sort of picky and prefers when the person's at 0 hit points.
You're fully aware that I am a more effective healer at 0 hit points.
Yeah,
All right,
she
I
has
turn my-
repeatedly waited till you guys have gone down before healing you. So I think
Okay.
you're aware of it.
I'm gonna turn Waith around and say, "Sorry about this, buddy, but it's for the greater good, I promise." And just whack her across the face with the hilt or with the pommel,
Okay.
and knock her unconscious. So, I mean, I'll do an attack roll just to be on the safe side.
Yeah, you got to get over 12.
But okay,
Damage.
this
I'm
might
gonna go
be.
on record
damage.
as outspoken as I was. My suggestion was to heal her, not to knock her unconscious.
See, again,
so
it
Mary
seems
has her
a
little-
little tortury. Just a
This-
little torture.
Exactly. I mean, I'm all for killing things that are bad and stopping things that'll hurt us.
24
But
will
to
hit.
hurt people to help them,
19
this
will
is-
kill her.
not good.
Not kill her. Put her
I'm
below
conscious.
0.
She's now in her first. If she doesn't get healed on Vela's turn, she will roll her first death save.
And Mary's protesting in the background.
So I will do.
I am with
Prayer.
Mary on this one completely.
Thank you.
Yeah.
This is very much feels like torture.
I'm not
She told us-
torture. Heal her,
told us-
Vela. Do your thing. Hurry. She's like lying there unconscious.
Rolling the first death save.
Would you like her to get closer to death first? We can just kill her if that's what you want.
I'm gonna start casting healing word if you don't
All right,
hurry up.
That's
I did it.
the first one.
I did it,
Okay.
and she gets
Full health, right?
5
Your full amount. Yeah.
full D8, full 5D8.
Oh, no, she doesn't. Not with Prayer of Healing, because that takes 10 minutes to cast. She's going to fail all her death saves before.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
She might
How
might
did you meant to
stabilize.
do that one because that one's
Spare
up to
the
6
dying.
creatures. Did you mean
Oh
to do
yeah,
that
that
one?
isn't. No, I was just looking at the
You
spell.
can
I
take
haven't
your,
cast
you
a.
can take your spell
I haven't
slot.
cast a healing spell in such a long time.
Yeah, why would
That
you?
isn't like a mass.
If there's this
Both works in
hesitation going on,
mysterious
I'm going to
ways.
use my healing kit and stabilize her.
Okay. Because
No,
she
and
passed.
again,
no
one hit
hesitation.
She passed her first death save. So she's just
I'm
laying there
healing. I'm healing. I'm looking for cure wounds. It's on here somewhere. There it is. Okay, here we
Make it
go.
Good.
Cure wounds.
Make sure you take
And
your
when you
spell
cast
slot
this-
back for Prayer of Healing, by the way.
I did.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna cast that at the same spell slot,
Okay.
which gives her 5d8 plus 4 plus whatever. So that's not the correct number. Give me a second. I just wanted to make. So it's 8 times 5 is 40 plus 4. There should be one other plus on there. So at least 44. She gets 44 back.
Okay.
No, that's it. Yeah. 44.
All right. She has 44 hit
Which is-
points.
Better than what I would have given her
Right.
if I just rolled it. That's
Oh.
double what I would have given her.
Listen, Dalt spoke to me. I've had just a little bit of understanding.
Can
He
we
likes
have
to
an
operate in that
agreement
gray zone.
that we don't torture people? We tortured Cora, and we tortured this woman.
Wait,
Can we just not
We didn't
I think-
torture Cora.
slap,
we kind of
slap,
did.
slap?
We kind
yeah.
of did.
Yeah, instead of one
All right.
bash across the head. Now, I mean, I know we
I
had to.
asked and nobody did anything, so I took
You
matters
were
into my
very
own hands.
quick jumping in to slap that poor woman. I mean,
I
And
offered.
who the poor woman who is still with us.
with us, I know, I know.
For the record, I don't think I minded. Does anybody? I think I have some dried cherries.
Yeah, and also, Banbuda.
But I'm not
you
going to
said
try
we
to
could-
diminish this conversation because I agree with the torture thing. I am just thinking Cora probably would be like, I think it's great.
But Banbuda is specifically said it was okay. We asked first.
She resignedly said, "Do what you have to do." I don't think that's
Yeah.
the same as enthusiastic consent.
Well, I mean, the options were she would be healed and be not super great healed, or she would be super great healed.
Have to be, yeah. I guess we agree to disagree on this one. I just
Well-
don't see inflicting pain as a great part
Oh.
of that.
I don't think she felt too much pain. It was pretty quick.
Yeah,
She was out.
it's a very fast movement. It's not like we like dragged it out and we're like,
Like
I'm
slapping
gonna
them
pull
over
your
and over and over
fingernail
again.
out as slowly as possible.
She probably does not even remember it. I did a little bit of damage,
No, we healed that.
I don't know. You healed the memory of getting knocked out.
Yeah, yeah.
That's true.
I just
just-
feel like if you can be better healed than not better healed, better is better.
Normally, in the middle of a fight, Vela, I think that you should heal us so we don't go down. But I think in this situation, Mary, she's gonna need every hit point that every bit of healing she can get going in there. So I think it's the practical decision. Just like killing Forshade is the practical decision.
I mean, I can heal her some more without knocking her out, but it's not going to be as effective, and she's not going to be as healthy when she's done. It's kind of like, have you ever gone to the doctor and they say, your heart's not beating right, so what we need to do is effectively kill you and jumpstart your heart. They do it all
That
the
doesn't-
time. Even
Does-
actual medics do it. Not just me, like people who pray to people, but like real medical doctors do that.
I've never experienced that
That's
on Earth.
me. You lost me. I'm sorry.
Also,
I just would rather not ever be knocked unconscious in order to be healed more. A little bit of healing without having the traumatic event is probably my vote. Just, want to go on record while I'm in my full health saying this.
So like if I can heal you to the point where like you don't go down again, like you'd rather go down twice than once.
I'd rather not have you sit there watch me bleed out before healing me.
Right, but if you
That-
so like if you get like if I heal you one time after you get knocked all the way out, it's like you have a better
Now
chance.
there is another side to that. We all use a lot of magic that requires our ability to concentrate on it, and the moment we fall unconscious, we lose all of that.
Right, I don't
So-
do it then.
Don't you?
You can't
That's
possibly know
interesting.
that, by the way. Like in a battle, you can't possibly be keeping track of who's doing a concentration spell and who's not.
I don't. Honestly,
Okay.
like I haven't done a go down to zero healing situation
Right.
probably in like
In a
3
long
months
time. Yeah.
of this game.
Oh,
So
longer than that. I think
Yeah,
it's been
it's
a
been
long
a
time.
long
We gave you a lot
time.
of shit about it, and then you Vela evolved.
Right.
Well, yeah.
So yeah, I'm still like, yeah, heal
And
us.
I think you've
but-
been using a lot more of the mass cure, so like it
Right.
is
When
it's
it's
quite the
right,
right.
because
So,
I'm an efficient healer at heart.
yeah.
Like if I can heal all of us at one time, then I'm gonna do that. But if I'm only
Yeah.
gonna heal one person, I want it to be effective, so it's not a waste.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because if I heal you and I only give you 8, like I only bump you up a smidge, like roll a 1 on a 1d8, then you're just going to go down anyway. Versus if I wait until you go down and then I heal you and then you don't go down at all again. But
Also,
like there have been
in a-
times where I healed and you got
Are
knocked
you
out again
able
and then
to
you got
heal,
healed and then you got
Alva?
knocked out
Because
again.
maybe you and I can make a deal. Alva, if you
Yeah,
ever see me
because
needing
Dusty,
to
I
heal,
think you're really ignoring action economy completely and how the game works. Like,
So-
if they stay down, you lose a ton of attacks at this level, and so you're actually hurting the party by waiting.
so Robin's
Technically.
not trying to convince
But-
Dusty and doesn't need the DM to convince
Right.
Dusty.
Yeah.
Mary's trying to
Right.
convince
That's
Vela
fine.
that she would rather not go down.
I'm
and
just
now is
pointing. I'm just pointing
asking
out.
Elva to be her healer if necessary.
Right.
Do you have any healing abilities?
Look.
Because
Yes,
I'll
I use a
keep
healing
you up. Yeah. Okay.
My first
So-
character was a grave cleric, so I'm all for the efficiency. I feel for that.
Yeah.
The
And-
very
and
first D&D character.
Robin doesn't have a problem with it. I'm
Yeah.
just speaking in character as I'm giving you a hard
Well, I
time.
should also
So-
say, put this
I-
in perspective, this person we were all worrying about basically sold the entire world away for her own fucking daughter, so I don't feel too bad about knocking her ass out. Just saying.
Well, and I didn't knock her out because I don't like her. I knocked her out because I want to do the right thing to get her as healthy as possible on the first try.
It could be both.
the road to
Volcano
hell,
Los Dos.
there's a lot of pathways there.
Come on, Vela, we can go to hell together.
It just feels a little bit
Really?
like inflicting pain
Oh, man.
unnecessarily.
But isn't she
You've
in
been
more
very
pain?
quiet here, but I've been noticing a bloodthirstiness in you that just is much higher than when I first met you. You've always been efficient in battle, but you've been talking a lot about just wanting to kill people lately, and it really does concern me.
Not random people,
I know, but
just the ones that get in our way.
yeah, that I don't recall you being that way initially.
I do. When not initially, but when you had that sword. Seems like
Yeah.
ever since. Even though we broke the bond, I think a little bit of that has lingered.
There's nothing lingering. I'm just tired of I'm tired of chasing these people, and I'm tired of playing catch up all the time.
Yeah.
I'm tired of them being one step ahead of us.
I don't feel
Time-
that's entirely different from what you were saying, Mary, in that
I was just gonna say, I think
It's
I
time
feel
for this
very
to be
much-
over.
Mm-hmm. So that I can relate to. It's been a long journey for the two of us, especially, and
That
it is a
has.
little frustrating, right, when all the work we've done gets undone so quickly.
Absolutely.
I just wanted to check in with you because, we've been companions for a very long time, and I wouldn't want yourself to be lost in the midst of all of
Well,
this.
I'm ready to go back to making beer. That day will come.
So, she, your, Night Shaper, she will lead you down and say, "Are you ready?" I'm ready to meet
Well,
my.
where are we letting Cora? Because we don't want to bring Cora into this.
Well, that's a good
We're,
question.
we, yeah.
now perhaps Cora should just hang back.
She's gonna ask Benwuda if she has any mangoes or tropical fruits or citrus type flavored things, and Benwuda will not, and Cora will. It's a long shot. But if you guys want me to wait here, I guess I am. It's 4. Like, by the way, you guys have had to move a little slower because she is level 4 exhaustion. So,
Level 3 now.
oh, level 3, right? So she is at level 3, which means she's half speed still, I think, right? Uh,
I don't remember, no matter what,
it,
you're still exhausted.
yeah. So she can't do a whole lot anyway. Um, so I'm just checking it real quick because I want to make sure I'm not wrong about it. Level
No, you're right.
3,
Level 2 is speed.
speed is half.
And
Speed has it level
we
2.
were going really stealthy like, so we were
She
already
has
going pretty slow.
disadvantage on attack rolls and saving
Yeah.
throws. So she's not going to be a great help to you guys. And her hit points are just now recovering. So uh,
I think she should just stay back.
I agree. We were
uh,
hoping she'd be able to get to safety through the village, but we can't even get there till we deal with this.
what if I just keep walking when you guys stop? If it's on the side of the like,
I think that's a great idea.
I'll keep
And we can give you the name of our Swift Niblin ally. Well, I don't. Ally might be strong.
Is it Swerve or Snurf?
I've hit you both ways.
Corey's confused. But she's that's what I could just actually, if you give me a head start, I'll keep walking and then you guys go in after I walk past the secret door.
Because
Well, this was like presented to us as an ambush, right? Is she not known to be affiliated with us?
I if I presented it as an ambush on you guys, I miscommunicated. They are prepping for an attack on the Swerve Neblin, so she's gonna go.
I got that, but I
Okay.
also thought they were.
No,
Well,
they
they
don't.
did say
They
that many
actually
of them know who we are.
they know who
Right.
you are, but they don't know you're here. So they aren't prepping for you.
Okay.
I'm
Oh,
sorry if
okay.
will they see? Will they notice Cora though?
they might.
I think Cora's got to stay back. Because Cora will get destroyed.
Well, you could walk by once we've engaged them. Certainly, their attention will be on us at that point.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay.
There you go. That makes sense.
All right. I'll hold back, and when
I'm
you guys
gonna-
go in, I'll walk. I'll keep walking. But
I'm gonna walk
know
over
that I'm
to
with
Cora
you.
and Cora.
Yeah.
This this is just a little bit of a shield around you so that you don't have to worry too much if something were to happen.
Ooh, Death Ward.
So if something were to happen, you'll be able to come back and hopefully get yourself someplace safe.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I owe you.
That was very good. It was a very good Adam impression.
I owe you at least 4 hugs and several tropical fruits.
Well, then you'd better stay alive so you can pay that debt.
So and then she just gives you this giant hug.
I'm not counting that in the 4. I still expect 4.
Okay, that's fair.
That one was gratuitous.
You can count that one as
See?
a bonus hug.
See, and I look over at Elva. See, I can be healing without torture. I don't torture people.
I didn't say that you can only heal through torture. Just that you have, on occasion, employed torture.
Can't torture anybody.
Our different definitions of torture, I guess.
And then she'll are we ready to go? And Benwood will start picking stuff up and say, up to you.
Yes, we'll follow a bit behind you.
Okay. And she'll lead. Now we are way past pumpkin time for Tony, so I am gonna pick this up right as she gets to the door, gives you guys the nod that she's about to open the door. So and that's where we'll pick it up next time. So work?
Okay.
Whoa, we got really heavy philosophical tonight. Thanks everybody for playing. I think an interesting conversation I had with both Ed and Dusty this weekend is we are on the rails at this point because you guys have a very specific goal, And so it's not that I'm going to present lots of options, but really I don't want to make a lot of like false choices here. Like the way is this way, and you guys are on the rails towards the abyss. So
Yeah,
here we go.
as I said this weekend, I think that these characters are going to be on the rails, even if you don't put the rails in front of us.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The tracker stuff.
Well, let's go over to the bridge and just go for fishing for a while. Like,
Yeah,
we're
right.
not, like we have
Yeah.
an agenda.
Yeah. All of you want this to end.
Mhm.
All of you want to get back to your lives if you can, or at least end all of this. So we are hurtling towards our 1 to 20 adventure conclusion here. So hopefully we will be having some exciting. Well, I know we will actually have some exciting
We
encounters
still
here
have
upcoming.
4 levels to go.
Yeah, but I wouldn't. They'll happen pretty quick. So,
Good.
Fast enough for me to remember how to do it?
no,
No,
never
nothing
that.
happens that fast.
I mean, even if we did it 2 weeks from now, you wouldn't.
Oh.
Joking.
That's
That was
fair.
mean.
That's fair.
That was
Nah.
mean.
Mean.
That was mean.
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 But I mean, it's so intuitive in D&D Beyond. All you do is click manage character, and then you do the hit points, and you add the hit
It's
points.
not
add the constitution
intuitive
mark
at
that's already
all.
added.
It's
but